All right, so I actually, for everyone still here, we're gonna swap over to the NA one, but I do need a break, so gonna take a quick break. I'll leave the stream running, obviously, so you guys can watch, but I will be back in a few minutes. All right, all right, all right, all right. I'm back. Oh. All right, I'm back. Let's lock in. Oh, thank you, Raccoona. Right, where are we? What is happening? 0-3 splash against WISP. I mean,
It's a rough fight for
should
him
have muted
because
before I left.
it's 2
Sorry,
kills
Strick.
just from Sojourn without Sig even landing his rocks. Cowman unfortunately missed his rocks there, so I think when he does land those stuns, that's really when you're expecting to see kills come out. So to be winning fights without that puts a
All right,
lot of
about
pressure
that.
on WISP. However, Chopper, a known monster on the
The help
Sojourn, especially when this guy gets OC, I think anything can happen.
the damage is better at living. Ram damage obviously got a pressure, bullying back, which is maybe a little bit of what we're seeing here.
They're going to be able to take this high ground, Jake. If they want it, that is. Looks like Liar's just trying to bait them out or just boot people.
Doomed on a long flank. I was watching Doomed play yesterday a little bit. Oh, am I too far away? There we go. Thank you, Alpha. It's going to be a really it's going to have to be a group effort to solve the uncoachable mic and tech issues. But we've got it. You guys have got my back, so we'll be okay. Yeah, when I was watching Doomed play yesterday, he was taking a lot of like big, aggressive, flanky plays, and it was sometimes working, sometimes not working. I think on the surface of this, I probably am WISP pilled. I thought they didn't play that well yesterday, but there's also promise on this roster. Maybe the notable change here for WISP is that Rocket is out. I thought Rocket had a lot of poor mails yesterday, a lot of struggle in general on that hero. Obviously, he's known for his Tracer and Echo. I know he's played a bit of it in the past. May's a very different hero to those. It's not often you get a player who can play all of them. Mayult comes in, it's not good Mayult from Doom. They completely disengage it, but Mayult trades so much better. Chopper's going to finish everything off. One person we can talk about is Haven on 0-3 Splash. So when I was at the World Cup, 2023 when the one just gone, Landon was there because he was still in LA at the London team house. And Landon is always hot on the upcoming North American talent. And he was so high on Haven. It was like, this guy's the next big thing. Really impressed with him. So excited to see what Haven can do here. Obviously, he's got the overclock here. They'll probably pop it to retake. Needs to be ready to disengage this Ramel and beat. There's going to be another disengage maybe from WISP. Good disengage as long as they can get Riker out here. They have to lamp him out, but it's okay. It's a good disengage. Now clear ult advantage. You can go with Ramel if you want, and keep going with beat. Really can look to. Wait, let me update the stream title when I'm thinking about it. Okay. Oh, it's a good pushback. Good pushback, actually. Took so long that they were able to get the ults as well, but just looks like a macro understanding from WISP is it's just a step ahead right now. A better read of flow of the game. We always talk in these brawl matchups about the push and pull, and it feels like WISP is just ahead now, and maybe they'll just be storming to a victory.
Just magnificent, beautiful plays, beautiful rotations on the map. No comments, WISP. Well done. Clap, clap.
Always the most difficult is third point. You just have to win a kind of an honest ult fight. Not a lot of ability to cheese or gimmick your way through these the third point on most maps, really.
Another overclock coming up very soon. Yes, Doom has Blizzard, but it's hard to use that ult on defense.
Biggest problem for 0-3 Splash is all their ults are getting disengaged at the moment. Oh, nearly from Chopper.
Gets out alive, and both of them do. Is the Blizzard?
Oh, that's another disengage. It's actually a travesty for 0-3 Splash. Really hard to win a game of Overwatch if every single one of your ults is disengaged. Oh. 1 for 1, but ram advantage for WISP, so they should be able to keep pushing forward. Just don't stagger now if you're 0-3 Splash. Just wait. Just wait. Ram will be back in no time. Cameron has formed out of spawn. Overclock for both teams. Just slow. We can just take the space. Don't do anything crazy. Chopper's going for a big flank here. Oh, he's going to get bashed. Beats late. It's a late beat from Liar. Right, hold steady. They use Widow and everything in it as well. But it's really okay. Yeah. I don't know about one from Chopper. If you want to take a flank with that Sojourn ult, it really feels like the high ground should be the place you want to go. Stop advertising me FIFA. I don't want to buy Dembele right now. Maybe I don't want to buy Jack Grealish though, but not right now. Which my ad block. I do have ad block, but it just Twitch is too strong for it. Oh, Chopper with the opening pick. Deco had beat as well. That's the biggest possible pick Chopper could have got. He might have just sealed it for his team now. Riker can keep going with his next form if he wants. Deco's respawned. Beat will be coming back soon, so they can stabilize. Chopper's got another pick. The beat comes through now. Pressure onto Riker. They need to get killed during this beat. Still has Lamp. CJ keeps everyone alive. Chopper's got another one. That's a Chopper takeover. Attack helicopter coming in. That's a decent time. 1 minute 30. I mean, you know, Brawl Mirror on King's Row, you can finish the map. It's really true. But, I don't know, so far, WISP do just seem a step ahead.
Beautiful play as well from Chopper. Not only does he open up onto the Lucio, the guy with the ultimate that they need to go aggressive, so that's, you know, cutting all the aggression out.
All right.
Splash. Nothing much they can do but sit in the corners and hide once the Lucio gets picked. And then there was a moment
there is part of me that kind of hopes that WISP win. I think I am more interested in general. Their roster seems more promising in terms of talent. If you're here yesterday, you might have heard me talk a little bit about CJ. There was a point on London Season 6 when we were at the mid-season, and we obviously got to the point where we realised, well, we need to make some roster changes. It's not working, and we chose to get rid of Lethal and Sky. We were looking at picking up Rocket and CJ at one point, because obviously one thing that's true when you make mid-season change in Overwatch League is you have to really favour American players because it's difficult to get visas in time. So there was a point where Rocket and when Rocket and CJ both on the cards. And we talked to CJ and he was interested in joining, but ultimately the way the finances worked out is we could only afford to get one, and then Sauna became available from Florida, so we opted for Sauna obviously because we thought he was at a higher level than Rocket was at that point, and that we would just have Landon play Viana instead, so we didn't opt for him, but it was a world nearly where it was CJ London. But we'll go in. Early wall pressure, just a ram mirror now from Cowman. Think it's the right choice. Gets the form out, taking a load of pressure here. Has to be defensive a bit. Got good pressure on this Mavo. Lamp does get forced now. CJ still has slip, I think. So I'll have to cool off a little bit. Chopper with shot. He's 1 HP on the high ground. He's going to die to the Sojourn. Chopper tries to swing aggressively, but no good. Now Cowman can push back. No ice block either. The Lamp's good from CJ. Can it keep him alive though? He's still pushing, He really wants this kill. He's going to get it. Opening pick just puts him over the edge, and it's actually a really good first point. Won it straight away. Big time bank. Gave himself a punching chance. Now we get to the interesting bit. The problem O3 Splash had on the defense was all of their ults got disengaged. It is easier to disengage on attack because you can always just move away from them. You can just walk back and then retake the fight. On defense, it's harder to disengage because if you disengage, you can only disengage so far until you just give them cap, and you obviously can't give them cap. So we'll see how it works. Doom just hiding on a bit of an angle. They hold him off. They're pushing him. They're going to ice block him. They have to come and save him. Window and Annihilation to save him. Now Wisp have to try and get out of here. And I think Wisp have got out of here, but Mail comes through. It's a huge Mail. Can they get the kills? No, they both Mailed. They do get the kills eventually. That's a big ult trade to win as well. A lot of stuff used in that. One of the more difficult chokes in this one to get through. That is ridiculous. That should never happen. So great punish from Wisp, and now they hold one of the best chokes in all of Overwatch. Pressure on O3 Splash to open this up. Feels like Haven has to make some magic happen, and he's got no space to work with. It's a really rough. Gonna come through. Annihilation now. Deco is really in deep. I don't know if he can actually beat this. Are they gonna lamp him? Is he gonna beat? He's gonna beat through the lamp. Good lamp to beat him there from Crimzo. They get it out. Can they push back with it now? There we go. They got the kills, though. We got the kills with a later beat. Chopper's got the overclock too. We're going to give space here. Haven can go again with overclock, though. Chopper going to hang on to this final rail. Early wall from Doom just for pressure. It's not a great wall, really. Much later form. Riker's not even used form yet. They're chasing him. They're chasing him. He didn't use overclock, though, so this is really okay, actually, from O3 Splash. Just bullied him out with player advantage. Good discipline not to commit the Sojourn out there. Now, where are we at? Where are we at? Window and overclock to start these fights if they want Annihilation to finish it. They disengage this window pretty well. It's a game of disengages right now. Can go back with their own window.
It's O3's turn to split and kite very efficiently. Wait out the ult, and now, again, big ults on the side of O3 to push in.
Good wall. Riker's cool, actually. He's going to get windowed. He's going to have to use form. Good defensive wall. He holds form, actually. Well played by Riker. Good peel for him. Now Haven looking for the flank overclock. He's going to pop it. Needs to land something. CJ's hit once. Doesn't have slide to chase this one. Chopper comes around. Huge kill from Chopper. Chopper definitely had the better of Haven. Maybe Landon was gaslighting me. I'm not going to swallow the Haven pill. And they're actually demolishing him here as well, and that should be capped. Males for the next fight for both teams. All right. Not too bad from O3 Splash, making this one a series. It is the most difficult one, of course. His third point. Eyes on these Mayouts. Everyone's going to have to save Amp. They get the wall, they get the Mayout. I don't think Riker gets out of this. Riker doesn't get out of this. They do counter Mayout though, and the wall is good. Well played by Squid. They actually catch Doomed. The lamp's perfect though. Perfect lamp from Crimzo around the corner so they can't break it. And they'll hold on, and now they actually kill Walker on the repush. They've got the high ground control. Just don't trade now. Don't trade now, Splash. Killing this May. One more recontest. What do they have? They do have actually every ult coming back online, but recontest is really on here. Riker should be able to get the touch. There we go. Annihilation's popped. Beat over everyone. Does catch everyone. Doom's super low under beat. Chopper can't find anything. Oh, Doom's good shot. Good shot. Cowan dies though. Riker anchored his point for so long now, and they've got beat coming back too. That Cowan kill's actually just enough. They're desperately trying to keep Doomed alive on the flank. It's another good lamp from Crimzo. But I don't think it actually stops. Yeah, Doom's so isolated. Oh, that Cowman kill. I didn't see exactly how he died. Yeah, you're right, Raccoona. Like, these Mayout trades have always been in Squid's favor. And this was something Wisp was missing yesterday. Rocket's Mayouts were not getting value, and he wasn't winning the trade. So I think good sub. Squid impressive so far. Doom's probably hit the nicer shots, but Squid has won the macro war. Now an Annihilation and Mayo, and oh, Haven. First time in a while we've seen him come out on top of that Sojourn trade. Now he's got the overclock as well. Let's get it popping, Haven. Here we go. Oh, perfect kill. Perfect kill. It is 99% on Mayo. Haven came up trumps. Maybe Lando was right. I should have swallowed the Haven pill earlier. Should have swallowed it earlier. All right. Pretty even time banks. Could go either way. There's a theory Haddy always has when we get into these overtime situations. Haddy is convinced that the team with a lower time bank always wins. Normally he says I think it's more true when the time bank's bigger. Where it's like, if it's 1 minute to 4 minutes, the 1 minute team will just win, inevitably. I don't know if, what was it, 23-second advantage? I don't know if that's enough to shift it in Wisp's favor, but we'll see if Haddy theory holds true in this one. All right, great mirror. Kingsrow first, a tricky one to defend. Tricky one to attack as well. Kingsrow first, it's just a rough point.
That 100 armor really did push him up.
It's just a lot of little things here and there, right? It's the spam, it's the consistency of the spam with the projectile size.
All right.
You know, it's the extra armor.
Gonna be holding up the choke. Who's my money on? If I had to put money on this,
Ram's always been a decent hero. I feel like he's never
I think I'm still
just
Wisp
maybe
build.
heroes
I'm
that are
a
quite good enough
like chopper
to
believer.
let the bashing ramp. I feel like bashing
Landon
ramp,
keeps
one of
trying
those
to
pressuring ramp, you basically can't push.
force the pill down my throat, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to swallow the Haven pill. It's made me open to it again at last play. Haddy theory is that the team with the lower time bank always wins these overtime situations. So if Haddy theory is true, Wisp will win this overtime.
You gotta put your cursor on the right hero, and then when you press H again, it'll still be in the right spot.
Wow.
Elite tip.
A top tip from
Alright, wall is early from Doomed, actually. Going to be really happy with that. They did form earlier, and the wall's good. Cameron's actually held his form well, so Cameron will be able to keep all the space here. Good pressure on Chopper here. Deco is harassing him. Just get boots off. Oh, Chopper finds Crimzo. Couldn't have asked for a bigger pick. Couldn't have asked for a bigger pick. Such a nice way to win first point just like this.
Go again. Just let Chopper, just let him eat his food. My God, this guy's on fire.
Who do I think is the stronger region, EMEA or NA? At the moment, I think EU. I think XX are actually quite good. I've worked with them like the last week and a half, so maybe I'm biased. But I think they're actually really strong. I think EXO themselves, even though they're playing Queen Comp, which I'm still not really convinced is optimal in this meta, but I think they're really good at it. And I mean, I've not seen a lot of the team. Like, Timeless didn't look that good yesterday when we watched them play. Even though they won, it was a dog against Left, Right, Good Night. But I've not seen Primus Tornado play. So out of the teams I've seen, not including Primus Tornado, I think EU is stronger at the moment. They're all inning this. Haven's going to find the pick. Calman dies though. Ram advantage again for Wisp. A couple of times now they've just found Calman in these crucial situations and. Oh, no, they lose Riker! They lose Riker and they beat back! Deco's trying to go big, Mail on point! Can they touch? Someone's got to get the touch! Oh, Squid's going to make it on! He's holding on, Squid has Mail! Squid has Mail! Can I get out? Oh, that's a huge Mail. It couldn't be any bigger. Oh, this cart's going to roll for a long way now. This cart is going to roll for a long way.
It's not the call I would have made, but in hindsight, I think it's the right one because you're down in ultimate charge. You lost the last.
Overclock Ramo on both.
And to be fair, they were very nearly did it. Now you're in this really scary spot where the OT spawns are long. You're only getting one more.
No, great. The Ramolts will essentially cancel each other out.
Should be fair ults though. So again, for me, it's like eyes on the soda.
Yeah, you might be right. I think I have seen Squid play flex support, like Kiriko in particular, before. This is just going to come down to the overclock. Chopper's not found anything though. The disengage looks good. Looks good. Just don't let him find anything with his last rail. He's going to hold it. Haven with the overclock retake. Will be a Ramult trade in the middle of all this as well. Cams is later. Chopper's misses his rail. He's tagged once. Chopper in trouble. He's tagged again. Chopper's in so much trouble. Haven jumps up aggressively. Put window from CJ. Oh, Riker's going to kill everyone. Oh my God, it's out of control. Haddy was right. Haddy was right. The team with a lower time bank, it always wins. It always wins overtime. I mean, whatever happens now from Wisp, you're buzzing about this. Obviously, it's difficult to disengage the window when you have to keep the cart going. This overtime's been going so long, that wick is going to fizzle out so quickly. Can just drop a window, make this touch hard. They have to respect the beat. Chopper on the high ground. They've won the high ground battle. They're going to beat through now. Trying to beat through. Oh, so much pressure. Doomed has Mail. The lap doesn't actually save them. Can the Mail get everything? The Mail should be enough. Alright, yeah, Squid doesn't get a chance to get his Mail off. Yeah, I think you're right about Squid. Can we do an investigation? Which one's the NA one? This one. Yeah, support play, you're right. I feel like when I remember scrimming against Squid, it was always with Kiriko and stuff. That's not a very flattering photo, bless him. Looks a little bit deer in the headlights here, but he's played well.
You know, once the clock goes into OT, anything can happen. Right? A couple fights on
what's happening, and keep a little eye on the Pirates and Dope game. Dope win the first round.
Your presence of mind. So I want a player like Crimson right now.
Yes, you're right. It really isn't a great photo. I've done him dirty by bringing that one up, but it's okay. It's all right. We'll not talk about it. No one tell him. All right. So, what do you do if you're O3 splash now? The time is so big. You just have to play good Overwatch and see how far it takes you.
One opening pick, or there's any kind of big opening with cooldowns, you win that one fight for free. Things are starting to look up. So O3, they've got to bait out ults. They've got to make individual plays. It can't just be honest Overwatch from O3. They've got to make a little bit of trickery here, get those advantages to win this, admittedly very, very difficult.
Sorry, what's happening? Nothing's happening. All right.
I mean, you say Chobani is going
to
pick, but it feels like inevitability more than if he can.
He's been so good.
So many smart decisions you can make if you're WISP now. You can really take a lot of tactical fights because you've got such a big distance to play with. It's like push on steroids, having all these fights where you can tactically lose one and come back with ult advantage. So I'd really hope that if they don't just win straight up, WISP make intelligent decisions in some of these later fights. But so far, they're just losing the neutral really hard. Loads and loads of damage here. Much later lamp coming out from Crimzo. So much pressure, no cooldown to this wall was going to do so much damage from Doomed. So much damage, someone needs to die. It's Doomed who dies though, they trade Maze. Chopper's got deco pressuring, no real rail for Chopper here. Repush from Riker with this Ramol. They've kind of stabilized. Looking for the flank, oh it's clean, it's so clean from Chopper. They've still got time for another fight.
Addresses, he's got everything. He's going to have a nice little ultimate coming up as well, but equal damage coming out from Haven and him. I mean, either Overclock at this point can do some serious work.
Yeah,
what do we do? What do we do? So it's going to be window trade initially. Chopper's getting a lot of value. I don't know if they can really put more pressure on him. They're very focused on this trade, and the problem with this statue... Oh, they're going to go for a hotel. Quite like this, actually. Going to flip the map on them. CJ gets out nicely. As Chopper, he finds it, though. Can he pocket him through it? They dodge the annihilation. Good pocket, good beat. They don't have beat yet, and it's just over. Just over unless some crazy trades happen, but doesn't look like crazy trades are happening. Do they get the touch? Can they beat up the touch? Yeah, Common goes Doom. They kind of have to because they can't trace. If they get the touch, it's actually really winnable. But how do you get the touch? They don't even actually have the beat yet. Cameron can't get the touch. Yeah, if it was a way to get the touch, it was possible. But actually, yeah, really important one. Really important win there. The theory holds true. Paddy was right. Fuck.
I feel like this team should be going potentially to the top, potentially all the way, and we've got like incredibly stacked teams here on NA. There's a reason why I say it's the best region.
I think the big thing is really checking on the other game. Looks like Dope Gaming just actually a cut above. Maybe what you'd expect: King, Nero, Rack Attack, kind of established names.
I'm so happy Soja's back.
It's so fun,
Soja's such a sick hero to watch. I mean, it is funny how long these fights sometimes take with the Mei, and obviously on the control as well, like Mei, Reaper, like.
You wonder if any pro player is from near me in the UK. Where's Lincolnshire?
That makes all the difference. You can really see who stands above the rest. I think Chopper this whole map.
So bad at geography.
Yeah, he's just.
Where's Lincolnshire? Oh, okay. Yeah, they're probably the closest people, because I live in Nottingham, which is very close. Kai is from Nottingham as well. He's not, like, super near me, but he's kind of more on the outskirts of Nottingham. But yeah, me and Kai are probably the closest to you that I know of, at least. Because I think Astro and Jamie are both down south. Chris is from... Where even is Newcastle? It's so far up. Yeah, like, from Newcastle. Who else is there? I think JK lives more towards the south as well. Trying to think if I'm missing anyone who I actually know where lives. No, I think Smex is from around near London. I don't know if he's from around near London, but he lives like in an Essex type way. Oh no, where's he from? Where is he from? He always says it. I can't remember now. I don't know where Will's from actually either. There was one time in the UK where we figured out where everyone was, and we went on like Google Maps and showed everyone's houses. But I can't remember exactly where everyone is. So what's happening? So yeah, I feel like Dope Gaming are probably going to edge out that series. Where does Backbone live? I need his full address. Yeah, I think it's probably reasonable that I completely dox Backbone at this point. Yeah, JK, I can't remember exactly where, but it is near London because he has an apartment in London, but he also has like a house just outside London, which I think is where he actually spends most of his time. Where he plays from like, what's it called? He's got like a stable that's converted into like his gamer room, I guess. Or there's a room in his stable or something that's converted into a gamer room. Oh yeah, Will is Welsh. I don't know where from in Wales. Is he online now? Let's see. Yeah, I feel like he would have. I feel like Will did show us his house at one point, but I can't remember at all actually. Swansea? Yeah, could well be. Grimsby? Oh, fuck. Oh well, you can't win them all. So the map pick here probably kind of means nothing in a lot of ways. It's just going to be a RAM mirror. We were talking a little bit earlier when Astro was on that really NA has full bought into it's a RAM meta. We're playing RAM no matter what, and we're just going to see a load of mirrors. Whereas EU has taken a more diverse approach. We've got the one-trick team in the top 4. We've got a Queen team in the top 4. Then we got a couple of RAM teams. Sideshow's dad is from Grimsby. I don't know if you've ever met Sideshow's dad. But I think Sideshow, I can't remember if he lived near me at one point because there was a TF2 LAN back in the day where he picked me up because Nottingham was like not directly on the way, but it was sort of on the way to LAN, and that was I think a LAN in Birmingham. Yeah, Sideshow is basically American now. He's trained that accent out of him. Is he back in the UK? I know he was out in America for a long time, especially when they were doing like obviously he was out there a lot during Overwatch, and then I think he stayed for quite a while after Valorant. Oh, another Malga advert. Come on. So which way are these brackets going to go? So Pirates in Pajamas are Dope Gaming are probably going to go through and play Left Right Good Night, and I think actually maybe Left Right Good Night just smashed that game. And I think WISP obviously on track to win this one. Which one was Timeless Obsidian again? Oh yeah, the Dove Dynasty team.
I am a sly and stealthy hunter.
There's some accents. I don't really feel this way about American accents, but there's some accents in the UK that are just so class, really. Could listen to them forever. Even the Liverpudlian accent, like the Scouse accent, that people I could actually listen to Scouse people all day. I think the accent's so good, actually. It's just an inherently funny accent, and I feel like the NA accents you don't quite get the same one, like the New York accent or the super Southern accent. But some of the UK accents, maybe this is because I'm from the UK, but they're actually so good to listen to. Same with like a deep Scottish accent. If you ever get someone with a proper Scottish accent, real class actually. Happy to listen to those people all day. Oh, we'll pop the Dope Gaming on for a little bit while we wait for the next WISP map. Oh yeah, Birmingham is so funny. I used to work with a lady. I used to work at a cinema in town, and she came up from one of the cinemas in Birmingham, and she had the thickest bright accent you'd ever heard, and it was proper like sometimes like I'm not very good at accents, but you know if you spend enough time with someone with an accent and you just sort of find yourself just kind of doing the accent back at them, I think it's a sign of endearment, surely. Yeah, the Scottish accent, always class. Home Gaming actually putting up a hell of a time bank here. Yeah, I don't know what it is about when I'm around people with accents. I used to do it I do it to Americans as well. If I'm around enough American people, I'll just start, my accent will become more American. But if you ever ask me to do an impression, I can't do it. I can't do it on demand. It just has to sort of organically come out. Doing accents on demand, not in my wheelhouse. Or the beat's not enough, Iron's gonna die. Book. Yeah, I know. Chris's accent isn't that strong because he's got obviously the Geordie accent, but there are certain words where like book, you still get the book. Book. Interesting that he's gone Widow here. Is PG like a Widow guy? I mean, he's getting kills, so I guess if you go Widow and you get kills, it's always a good decision, but it's not like the craziest choice, because if you can get your Widow onto the high ground and just park him, it's not terrible. And the more, what often happens with these Brawl matchups, the more everyone plays like this Brawl matchup, the slower and slower it gets. So greedier and greedier DPS can become possible. You just have to hit stuff, obviously, if you're on Widow, because the Soldier's going to put out pretty aggressive and consistent pressure. They can't deal with this Widow, but Lucio has to go. Come on, Fix. Oh, he's having to touch. He's having to try and help a touch as well. This Widow's going to be here for forever. They're just going to have to dodge headshots. Nope, didn't dodge that one. Oh, the Genji swap. Stone's on the case. Stone's on the case. Good shot. He hits that one. Go on, PGE. Wait, there was a player. There was a player at playoffs. So what always happens at playoffs when we're in America is a bunch of American people will come, like American contenders players or collegiate players will come because it's so close to them. Oh, this game started as well. Should we hop? Which one are we going? Oh yeah, Dope Game got a massive time back. It's not happening. But yeah, so always a bunch of American contenders players will turn up, and most of the time they're just nice and you meet them. And there was one guy at the after party. Oh, why won't it let me full screen? There we go. There was one guy who turned up and he was so bladdered, like unbelievably bladdered, like couldn't stand up, couldn't walk. And it's might be misinformation because I think it might have been PGE.
It does not matter. Yeah, it's not looking good when you get bad pig. It is Jova.
Bladdered is like super drunk.
The DPS, the Lucio, you can fight back. Ram is
Like just full on, couldn't stand up on his own 2 feet type thing.
Wow, that was close.
Yeah, I think it was PGE. Because he was just walking up to everyone and just like trying to introduce himself and be like, "Ah, yeah, I love you, man. Such a big fan, such a big fan." And it was like, you know, when someone's too drunk. Can I see one of these face cams? Let's just go down the rabbit hole. Have a big picture here. No. What's his Twitch? We'll do it after this map, but we'll find it. But yeah, he was just falling over drunk, and it was like, you know when someone's so drunk that they'll come up and just tell you something drunk, and then 30 seconds later, he will come up and do the exact same thing. So honestly, by the end of it, it was actually just like, I've had enough of this guy. He needs to go away.
Which is pretty
but
bad.
I said I'm just trolling actually.
Oh,
We both got baited.
we have to,
not just you.
we'll have to deal with a PS5 advert first.
It's fine.
We're human.
We're all human.
Mortal.
Apart from Chopper. Chopper is
not human. Confirmed.
a slight demigod, perhaps, with the Sojourn.
Give me an OC flank. Yeah, the enemy team's got 3 ults. Chopper's got OC though, so this is like a 50-50.
I think it was him actually. Yeah, I think it was. So maybe it's not misinformation. PG was fucking smashed at playoffs.
Okay, get out of the way. Force block was too scared of the railgun. There's the sound barrier. Now Chopper can get out of there. Kind of easy.
I was drunk. When was I last drunk? Probably at the weekend, actually. What day is it? Yeah, it would have been last weekend. My friends came up because I'd not seen him in ages because I was obviously in America for a long period of the year. We had like a big cheese board, load of drinks.
Going to make a bit of a difference here. Might get them even one more fight. Seems like a small thing could be a big thing. But I think there, what's scary is that that's 0 ults.
Where are we at? WISP still just winning. Seems that way. Overclock for both teams. Male advantage for Squidders.
She gets that real charge. And you feel, oh god, we gotta press ults, guys.
Yeah, it feels difficult for O3 Splash because it felt like Whispers, they've disengaged more ults, they've won the big May ult trades thanks to Squid in large part, and then Chopper's gone off and won the Battle of the Suns as well. Here he is again. Oh, he's got them all. Alright, Haven gets him back. Gets another one, Haven, and it might be doable. Gets another one. Oh. Needs a kill really quick. That window's going to seal it, actually. Oh, Squid's going to May ult too. May ult probably actually overkill, really, in this. Well, I think probably. Literally, definitely overkill. Oh, down from... Down 48.5 kilograms? That's wild. That's a crazy amount. Good job.
Should be a good fight for O3. Like, yes, it's 1-1.
I need to get back on the health kick. I've been very poor since coming back from LA from like World Cup and stuff. Just not in my routine. But that's crazy, bro. You should be really happy with that. Alright, just come back in. Good annihilation. Here we go. Tied up 1-1. Alright, so just window, nearly at Mayo, beat an annihilation advantage, so it should be a very hard next point, but hopefully they do get a setup on it first.
They got onto the capture point and things just kind of fell apart. So they felt the need to make an innovative play. It didn't work out, but I don't hate the idea of going for it when you're so down to the ultimate.
Where are we going?
Sound barrier is really rough to use when the enemy is just going to pop like
it's actually it's one of the close points to WISP as well, so they don't even get to set up properly. It will just be a straight up fight, which means you've got to disengage if you're O3. Start window if you want, just be ready to walk away from this beat or in its annihilation. Wolves used early, chance to window now if you want, Crimzo. There we go, decent window. Can we get damage off it? Can we put pressure on Riker? Ideally would have liked more pressure than that. We're trying to get flip. Riker shouldn't let him get flip here. Squid gonna die actually. Well, Riker's taking so much damage, he can't do anything with this now. He can't do anything with this annihilation. Oh, he's getting fully back. He's gonna block. He keeps. he can actually absorb such an outrageous amount of damage with Ram block. It's ridiculous.
There's the point. O3 Splash is going to make a big splash in this next fight. They've got an overclock, they've got a blizzard, and they go super early if they want to. And it looks like
you're right, Sentinel. Winter is always a scary time. I think I'm facing the reality now. Even if I want to lose a couple of kilos, it's going to be a post-winter job. But you've done all the hard work. Just got to get back on it afterwards.
To win this point here, this OC flank is going to be deadly. He's not
Haven lurking with this. Go on. Chopper taken out.
Chopper was already half HP and wasn't healed up in time. Well, Tico ends up falling. Okay. Not really sure what happened.
Oh, they've actually traded 1-for-1. How does he kill Deco in that? Now they don't have beat.
Here comes the blizzard. Now CJ caught out a little bit.
CJ worms his way out of it. Wall a little bit too late to save Crimzo. It's a dogfight. But it's enough. Hopefully Splash gonna... Rocky's got a second one. Alright. We've stopped him. Stopped him.
2-1 on Flashpoint. So O3 on the cusp of taking their first map in the series. Going to be a long rotation for them. So a bit of an unlucky roll on the next Flashpoint. Going to be a fair fight. No one's really going to have a great position. I think actually WISP might get there first and be able to hold the corners, which should favor them here. However, I think O3, they've got the tools to break this hold. We kind of need to see a little bit more from the rest of the team, though, from WISP.
I always work out at home. I've just got like a couple of dumbbells and stuff. I don't do like proper gym stuff like Hattie or Spark or anything. Just a couple of dumbbells. I do like an ab workout. Try and keep myself, desperately try and keep my belly in check. That's annoying though.
Looks like he was trying to get Squid in a position where he could be shot. Wasn't able to get so.
Where are we? All the ults for WISP actually, so should be good. Unless they can kill. Oh, it's a good beat actually. Good beat from Laya. Nicely done. They have to use the ults, but should be happy with this.
They split the team up, and there we go. I mean, Chopper, him escaping there was
Need
just
to win this one,
absolutely
obviously. We need to win all of them now, if you're WISP.
through the air like that. He's looking so clean. Like this, Chopper really is an up-and-coming potential superstar.
Yeah, definitely very
So
impressive.
Ramol,
CJ, that
overclock,
right,
window.
the Ram was right on top of him with Annihilation. He held that drone to the
Night has Squid been playing the whole match? He's been playing all of this match, yes, but he didn't play at all yesterday. It was Rocket playing all of yesterday. A lot of flex support. So I was with XXO this sort of last week and a half, and there was a point where Chase's internet was down because of a cyber attack on a Ukrainian ISP, and Kanail had to play May, so Hybrid could play. So Kanail played May, Will played Sojourn, and Hybrid played Ram, and Kanail was so good. Kanail was so good on May. He was actually rocking it against SRP check. Fair play to Kanail. I actually think Rocket played quite poorly yesterday, so it might have even just be a tactical swap. I think that's kind of not the heroes I think Rocket is known for, really. Very much more of a tracer guy, right? That's what I always remember him standing out on all the way back in Pro AM. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's just we think Squid can play the hero better. And to be fair, Squid has been playing the hero better than Rocket was yesterday so far.
The first couple chokes without having to worry about a disruptor shot really helps you get back to the point a little bit quicker. Gets you that extra.
Oh yeah, Dope just rolled. Fair, okay. Oh, he's traveling on a plane right now? Okay. Yeah, one thing about this tournament, even though it's nice to have another tournament post Overwatch League, is it is obviously quite close to Christmas, and there's lots of travel and holiday stuff going on. Hey, Haddy. Ooh. That's terrible. Might be Wisp to win here. Haven's dead, surely. He's dead, surely? How's he got the kill? How's he trying to snap in that situation? Oh my god, hopefully Splash are going to do it. The Annihilation is probably enough. A beat comes through. Doesn't matter. How's he getting that kill? Mayo. Oh! Everyone's okay? Everyone's okay? There we go. Hopefully Splash back in it.
And there we go. Wow, what a comeback.
0-3 with the clutch gene there. I mean, I really feel like the Soldiers were going blow for blow, but the rest of the team overall, I think Doomed was getting way more value with the Mayouts more consistently.
Maybe a bit of life in this series, yeah. I wonder what push they'll go to. I guess it doesn't really matter if everyone's just gonna, if everyone's, you know, got the gentleman's agreement just to keep Ram mirroring.
Constantly speeding people out of your ults. It's not such a consistent skill to just throw it on the ground and hope for the best. So really well played by Doomed and the rest of 0-3 Splash. Bringing back a very DM-heavy map, that's going to boost your confidence going into the rest of the series. You're like, you know what, guys, let's take these 1v1s. Let's push these guys. Like, we got this. And you have to believe in yourself to play the rush comp. You're not always going to know what's going on. It's going to be chaotic, and you have to have that confidence to keep pushing as a team when somebody else lets you know, like, it's time to go.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right that the Rambat May is with strength. I don't know if they have any other tricks up their sleeve, though.
Haven managed to pick off CJ. It was a 2v1, and it felt like both of them thought either one of them.
Yeah, Haddy's weight loss was great as well, Sentinel. Haddy's weight loss was crazy. When I first met him on Hurricane, we went for like a promo event in London. And I'm sure Haddy won't mind me saying, but Haddy was big at that point. So by the time I next see him in person, it is, would it be Season 5 of Overwatch League? So maybe almost 2 years later. And yeah, the difference was incredible. Haddy's now super jacked. 170 kilos. I don't know what that is in. I need that in. I need that in stone. Oh, 26 stone. That's a lot. Good job getting that all off. Bloody hell.
Together as a unit, right? It could be easy to start slipping up, get a little cocky when you're up 2-0. So we'll see if they can.
That's a lot of fucking stones. Yeah. I knew as soon as I started typing it in, I was like, there's going to be some American people in chat who are not happy that I'm measuring stuff in stones. But yeah, when people say kilograms to me, I just really don't know what it is. I know what dumbbells are in kilos because that's what the weight of my dumbbells are, but an actual, like, the weight of a human, you need to tell me in stones for me to know what it is. Yeah, I think it might only be the UK that use stones as a measurement for these type of things. I can Google it. What countries use stones to measure weight? English. Just England. Yeah, mainly just for UK and Highland. Yeah, just us. Just us, I guess. Yeah, stones and pounds are the same system. What is it? 14 pounds in a stone? We'll learn together. Yeah, 14 pounds in a stone. Gaming's still rolling. Yeah, 2-0 like I said. So I guess in America, the pounds just keep going up. It never turns into stone. I don't know what the history is. I presume like most of these things, because the other thing we do in England, we use feet to measure height. I don't know how that's what everyone does, or if maybe that's just an us thing. I know a lot of people do like centimeters. But I think the reason people used to use feet is because before you just had tape measures everywhere, you would just measure stuff with quite literally your feet. So I don't know if stones have a similar thing. Where actually it's just like something that's an average weight or roughly. I don't know. The feet one makes more sense because I guess most people's feet are give or take the same size. Like there's probably like an average a little bit more. So is it the same with stone? Don't know. Why do people use stone as a measurement? Originally, any good-sized rock chosen as a local standard. so people would just go and find a rock in whatever sort of town or village they're from, and be like, guys, this is like the average rock, and we will now use this rock to measure everything else. If it weighs a couple of rocks or a half a rock or something like this, we'll just go and find a rock and decide this is the stone. This is the measuring stone, which will weigh everything by. Do I know how many horsepower has? I'd presume it would be 1. Again, unless it's a particularly good horse, maybe you get to 1.5 if you're a pretty strong horse. Should I Google this as well? How much horsepower does a horse have?
Welcome back. 0-3 Splash and Wisp just facing off right now. And hey, Cervasa, 0-3 Splash coming back.
40? What?
I mean, Esperanza's going next round. Matt, sit down.
That was about half a
What?
second.
Okay.
He's a pro. He knows.
Because I think actually it's the same with, like, I don't know, maybe we have canvas. It's the same with inches. Because the reason people still use inches is I think it's meant to be like this bit of your thumb is like an inch. So if you were like a carpenter or someone making stuff, you would just be able to use like 1, 2, 3 type inches or something. So it was before they had, I guess, more consistent and available tools for measuring stuff. You just use parts of your body or a local stone or something.
You need to find a new job, bro.
Yeah,
Come
seriously.
on now. 2-minute mile.
What in his jeans? He said
In his
2 minutes.
jeans.
You just got a dog and named him Winston? Good for you. Zakoof? I don't know if I'm saying that right.
That's a Lucio only situation.
Alright, we're locking in. It's gone to Esperanza. Esperanza's such a weird map. It's such a weird map to play a Ram Mirror on. Because this high ground hold is overpowered. If you watch the Funny Astro episode of Uncoachable, you know what we mean. We had a very in-depth chat about Glad's decision-making around this high ground and their disregard for its importance.
Both teams thinking about it, having trouble making that cross though. It's very, very dangerous. Could be potentially hard.
Let's see. Oh my god, how's Riker just killed Haven? Crimzo a little bit slow on the pocket. Just catches him there. Have been impressed by Riker. I feel like, because we've scrimmed against Riker a couple of times, but I don't. Did he have a different name before? I feel like someone was saying, maybe it was Haddy was saying, yeah, I think Haddy was saying this yesterday. Now maybe he was like had a different name before, but Riker's looked pretty good around, to be fair. And it's actually so nice. If you win this first fight, I don't know if there's a more important first fight in Overwatch than the Esperanza first fight, because getting this initial snowball first puts you in such a prime position.
Still, though, there's an opportunity here before the ult start flowing for O3 Splash to bring it back. But I think a nice patient fight here from WISP, abusing this high ground.
Where are we now? Windows for both teams. Beat ahead from Liar. A quite nice one to have. Difficult retake. We're going to take it. They're going to try and swing out, but they all get walled. Riker's going to get so much value. They have to lamp. Crimso's in big trouble. Really hot take to try and swing out there. Perfect wall from Squid. And now they're going to get... They probably get cap off this. You think Chopper needs more praise? He has been going off, actually. I thought it was a bit quiet in the game yesterday, but today he's really been the main man. Yeah, you're right, Raccoon. Yeah, just walking out there, it's just... I don't know what they expect to happen. It means they get the cap for no ults 2 minutes in. Not too bad. Wall now. Not a great wall from Squid, really. They can't do too much value with it, but they can reset and take another neutral on the corner. Window, actually. Wall on the window. Gonna swing round it. Window back from Crimzo. Squid gets out of there well. Happy to just play the stalemate now. Chopper has rail. We might peek top right with this. Doesn't have slide for a couple of seconds, though. Haven competing for it. Both Lucio's trying to mark in this sort of top left area. Really can't afford to do too much. It's going to be big ult. Oh, Riker's going to freeze for sure. Riker's going to freeze. Meanwhile, Calman's gone super deep. He's going to turn on him. Squid drops a much later May ult, but does it catch anything? I mean, oh, they've got Crimzo. That's pretty good. Annihilation on top. Player advantage now for WISP. Ooh. They're okay. I mean, the trades mean they won't get a huge amount of meters on this, maybe. Was it only one trade they got? Oh, it was only one trade they got. Squid died quite early in the fight, actually.
Haven with this overclock for the next fight. I mean, he's got to pull this game back. I mean, you're entering a territory where, yeah, there's a big time bank left, but the advantage just gets more and more painful here. And so Haven, if he overclocks, you know...
It's an interesting question, Zaku, the idea of, like, countering first fight because it's so important. I think the problem is, especially with this Ram May comp, I think it's just the meta. It's hard to counter this. There's no, like, hard counter, for example, where you can just cheese it. You can maybe have, like what X are going to do by playing the Queen and how you have a comp that I think you can play into it quite well. But there's no sort of hard counter, I think, for this Ram comp, really. At least one that I've seen. Here we go. Oh my god, it's needed that wall. Alright, O3's chance to have a bit of a pushback. Looks like they will contest this high ground, but it's a difficult choke to walk out of here. Especially only with overclock. Not with overclock, sorry, only with window. Oh, they're going to try and window out of it. Go through it if you want Calman, it's going to be huge. Oh, they boop him back. They boop him back. It's actually such an important boop there from Liar. And now Chopper gets the kill. The Annihilation's coming. It's still a huge Annihilation, maybe. Window there as well. Beat back from Liar. Oh, they've got him. How did they live so much through that choke? Oh, don't trade now, Chopper. Alright.
Honestly, CJ has balls of steel for somehow not using Lamp that whole fight. Like, how did he still have Lamp? He was so fearless, holding on to the Immortality field, and then he still has... Now
back in pole position here. We know what London would do in this situation. We'd get the carts, get everyone up top, walk the carts to corner, then all go stand on the high ground.
I need to hold on to this skill, and I'm just going to have to trust my other support that he's got my back. He's not going to let me go down for free. Very weird position here, though. The map's getting super split up. A lot of 1v1s on different angles here. So
wait, where's Crimzo? Crimzo's just out here? Where's Crimzo going? Maybe he dropped his hat and he had to go back for his hat? That's the only explanation I can think of. Oh, they're kind of throwing it away now. They had O advantage for that one as well, and they're actually going to have, because of that, they're just going to have to give like 20 meters on it. I presume they wanted to flank with overclock. Maybe I missed why he was out there, but I don't know. Looked really weird. Oh, Chopper's going to drop it. He's in big trouble. It's a good mail, actually. No, it's not a good mail. I thought he got him. It's only frozen for a second, though. They managed to disengage it quite well. Haven could do with hitting this one. Good wall onto Riker. He's got perform. He's got Annihilation after this as well to keep going. Might have to use it. Might have to use it. They're going to go with Mail instead, actually. Squid and nail it again. They can keep pushing it. And this we might really actually be on a full cap.
beat is going to be good, but the annihilation now is just going to push them forward. Wisp with a perfect kiting style yet again, Jake, to keep themselves alive and then springboard back.
Beat advantage now for Liar. That's a tough one. I mean, honestly, the damage is really already done at this point. 124 meters, 125 meters. Can wait for Liar's beat here and just force Sophie Splash to make a move. Maybe even start disengaging, obviously, if you want, really. Chopper on the flank. Got him. Haven tries to dodge forward. Deco comes too late. Now they're going to beat against this. They should be okay. Yeah, everyone's going to live. Riker's going to DP a little bit. Calman really wants to chase him here, but Riker, I think he's already taken the Mega, so it's just a bit of a dogfight in there. Both of them have form. Oh, they can't. Doom. We had Mail. 1-for-1. 4v4 now. Chopper on the flank. Haven wise to it this time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. Oh. This might just be it. Oh, they're gonna have to mail. They get to cling on. They get to cling on, but big problems. Doesn't need to be. Yeah, get off this Doom real quick, I reckon. Now, yeah. Okay. How do we get back from 138 meters? Am I coaching a new team for Flash Ops? Not like properly. For the last week and a half, I was with XX Oblivion, but like hybrid will team. So I helped them out for a bit. Nothing super serious. Just, you know, set up the scrims, did a few VOD reviews. Nothing major, but had a pretty decent time. It was maybe a little bit less fun at the start, but once we got going these last 3 days or so this week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I should say. I think we actually made loads of progress. Really happy with the effort the guys have been putting in. I'm glad they kind of got their payoff yesterday by getting themselves an upper bracket. Yeah, this might be curtains for a free splash. This. Yeah, kind of need Wisp to end this now out of mercy, actually.
Set yourself up for a game-winning fight in overtime. You know, don't try to full cap the map here. And I think they're going to have the patience. They do respect their opponents enough to do that.
Window from CJ.
They will window. I mean, a relatively light commitment of an ultimate.
If XXO wouldn't have flash up, so you're going to hold it over Chris. Well, the nice thing about just dipping into a team for a little bit is if they still do badly, I can just be like, I was only there for a week and a half. What can you do in a week and a half? But if they do really well, I can swoop in and take all the credit for what a great achievement I did in only a week and a half, you know? So I can play it off both ways, all to my advantage.
He's shooting through the wall. No, there is Cowman 10. No point presence now. Liar with the sound barrier. Haven with no headshots.
Finish it out of mercy. There's no way back. No way back. Good win for Wisp in that one.
With a 3-1 victory.
Who's the official coach of XXO? I don't think they, like, when I joined for that week and a half, I think Chow joined maybe a couple of days before me. TXAO, the Russian guy. Who was that guy on the camera? But yeah, so actually a really good win for Wisp. I'll come back to your question, Zakafoof, because I guess I've got like a longer answer, but let me figure out what's happening and what game we go into next. Surely Dope Gaming are about to wrap this up, maybe not.
But that's not what you need from your supports. You need them consistent, staying alive, and making plays around ultimates, and they do exactly that this series.
I mean, they are just so solid, CJ and Liar. I mean, hey,
yeah, I guess we just wait. We can put this game on into the background of what happens. Shut up, Jaws. So yeah, so some teams did use statistics. I made like a Power BI thing that collected a lot of stats, both in terms of like our fight win rate, our comp win rate on every map. And we did find it was useful, but the level of detail in the stats, like, so when we were looking at like kills per minute, damage received, damage or healing done, healing received, all of this stuff, it felt like it's really useful when comparing players. Like if you're maybe trying to find, like say in London Season 5, we played Backbone Reaper and we played Shat's Reaper. And it was useful to try and figure out, well, who is better at Reaper? Who's hitting more shots? Who's getting more value? But the problem with some of it is the truth was Shat's mechanically was a better Reaper than Backbone. But Backbone's comms and his macro understanding in that meta was so far above Shat's that we just had it would be crazy not to play Jamie in that situation. So the is probably more useful not for who gets to play which hero, because there's a lot of stuff like team play that comes into it, but in terms of probably assessing raw ability, I think it's really good. The other thing we probably got a lot of success on is because we would track all the different comps we played and what we played them into, and we would have our fight win rate for all these different comps. It was actually quite useful to basically fact check ourselves, because sometimes you can play a scrim and you get a feeling about this feels difficult, or it feels like we're always losing. But actually, when you look at the stats, you can see, are we gaslighting ourselves? Or you can also do it the other way. It's like, oh, this matchup feels really winnable. And then I look at our fight win rate. It's like, we say it feels winnable, but we're only winning 40% of fights. So it's actually never winnable, even if it feels winnable all the time. So I think the stats are useful. I think we definitely got value out of them. I think one thing that's certainly true is the value we got out of them was nice, because there's a lobby code you use for scrims which can generate a log file, and then I can just put that log file into a Python thing, which means I can get stats from each map with a lot of detail on all the comps, and it takes maybe 5 minutes to just add all the log files and label them and spit it out. And then I get an updated Power BI with all the data in 5 minutes for 6 maps, which is obviously really efficient. But I wouldn't want to do anything longer. Earlier on in my career, maybe when I was still on Hurricane, I had what you would call a VOD parser, which is where you get Python to look at a video and go through and identify stuff. You go, oh, this is a Baptiste, and now I know the comp because I can draw it a little bit. But you'd get the Python thing to go through and go, oh, I've identified all these heroes, I have identified the ult charge, and then you'd also get it to read the kill feed. And this was quite good. This was quite good in terms of it doing it, but it took a long time, because obviously Python would have to look through you wouldn't make it look through every frame, but every X number of frames. So it would have to look through quite a lot. So to process an entire 2-hour block, it would take about an hour, which is just a bit tedious, really. So that level of stuff that I originally did on Hurricane, I think was very much a luxury of... honestly, there was a lot of free time in Hurricane because we were so dominant. It gave you the ability to go off and learn a little bit of Python to do this. But I wouldn't... I did it, I think, for some games in Season 4, the remote season. But by Season 5 and Season 6, it was really wasn't worth the effort. So if we got the log files, I can do a 5-minute process job, 100% on board. I can maybe... Do I have the technology? How long until the next game? These guys are just chilling on the fucking sofa. Let's see if I can boot up and show you a bit what I mean. Give it a sec. LBI is a bit of a slow loader. Did London ever have a scrim where they won less than 10% of their fights? Yeah, probably. Maybe not an entire scrim, but we probably had a map where we lost it. To be fair, we've had Ilios fights, but we won by house. All right, let me see if I can do the ABS thing. You probably lost the screen for a little bit. Let's see if I add... What do I want? Add window capture. Let's try this. And then, can you show me Power BI? Is that possible? Maybe that's not possible. Come on. Bear with me. Yeah, it's not letting me. Let me, instead of doing a window capture, let me do... Can I just capture my desktop? Display capture. Which display do I want? Not that one. Primary monitor. Here we go. All right. My mic died? Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. All right, I've done it. I've had for technology. Oh, wait, hold on, sorry. Let me answer this DM. Who's messaging me? Good. Go into the... Sorry, Luke Mino just messaged me asking about if I was going to go in lobby to watch this one, but I think we can just keep doing it off the co-stream. It's just a little bit easier, a little bit less technical hassle. So this is what we used on London. This is something I made. I made on British Hurricane. Well, I made the Python script mostly on British Hurricane, then this bit was afterwards. So it's probably a lot of the standard things you can see. Can you see my cursor? Yeah, you can. So what's quite nice about Power BI is obviously we can just get all our map win rates. This is really helpful for our picks. And if anyone ever has used Power BI before, the nice thing about it, and you get this with most data visualization programs, is what's Luke saying? Sorry, yeah. What you can do is you can click on one thing, so you go to New Junk City, and then suddenly it filters everything else. So you can now see our New Junk City win rate against whatever team or something. So very helpful, especially at playoff stage, if you're trying to figure out map picks or your map picks through a series. You can see if we're particularly strong or weak in certain areas. Obviously, attack and defense, first, second, or third. So we could start to get a little bit more precise. You know, we could look at go on to Gibraltar maybe and go, okay, where's the weakest? It's like maybe it's first point, but you know, maybe on first points you probably expect to win less fights overall anyway. You know, like third point you expect quite a high win rate. Obviously, this is our Gibraltar, which was one of our best maps. So an 81% fight win rate on third point Gibraltar, as actually unheard of. You can only do that if you play Rhine on that one. But yeah, so we would use this screen. I would use quite a lot because it's just like a general overview. Obviously, we've got like our fight win percentage over time, our first fight win percentage over time, which is the orange line, and the dotted lines are like the average. So just to see how we're doing, you could also maybe look at like New Queen Street and go, are we getting better or worse? Obviously, this is like over quite a big period of time. We'd normally only look at a month at a time or something. Yeah, the next step would be to use machine learning. I think some people did that. I know the other like big stats people, probably obviously Baroy, the maker of Winston's Labs, who was the Vancouver Titans GM. Goomba did a lot of this stuff, a lot of the initial stuff when I was first learning. Face linked me some of the stuff Goomba had made, and that was kind of very much my starting point for how it should look or what I should work towards. The other one we probably used the most was this comps one, which is kind of self-explanatory. It just tells you our fight win rate on comps, our fight win rate in our matchups. So I think it's actually when we're talking to Castores and stuff, we talk about the Toronto game and how we felt against the May Bastion. Where was it? Was it this one? Yeah, so this was the May Bastion where we played Sim May against the May Bastion, and as you can see, we only won 25% of fights. And this is what led Toronto to believe they could do it in the official and it would just work. So it's quite good as well in terms of sense checking the fight matchups, you know, in terms of what we actually think we're winning. You know, because this is the one we played against a lot. I know we did, where is it? With the Alari, like these ones. This is the one where we thought, well, actually, Toronto chose not to play this comp, but I mean, it's really okay, right? Because this is London's fight win rate, so it's just over half against one. Struggling when we did Sombra as well. Struggling, yeah, any of the Sombra stuff struggled. So it was really winnable for Toronto for the most part. Yeah, there's probably a lot smarter things you can do if you have a bit more of a statistical background. I'm not. What's the word? I don't actually have like my degree from uni is in media, which obviously doesn't help at all with any of this stuff. So I'm very much self-taught. But I imagine if you actually have a proper qualification and you know what you're talking about, a lot of the data I have, you could probably use to make something a little bit smarter. But this was more than effective. And then there's lots of tabs for lots of different, slightly different versions of things. But for the most part, it would just be the main team one, the comps one, and then the player stats. There we go. And this would just be kind of what you'd expect. Just, you know, final blows per 10, damage, all this stuff, all these things. And obviously this gives a pretty indication of who's good, who's just hitting more shots and who's performing well. This one is like, it's really interesting to look at, but it doesn't actually help that much from a coaching perspective. I should keep an eye on the stream as well, shouldn't I? Let me unmute it so I can sort of hear him in the background. So yeah, this one's super interesting because obviously you get it. One of the most useful ones we got is this ult efficiency thing, which is basically the number of times you ulted in a fight and you won that fight. So what you would really like from your ult efficiency is to be higher than your fight win percentage, because it means you're more likely to win the fight when you ult. So this one was actually quite useful because then it would mean we could look at it and go, well, let's say we lost to Gladiators today, or we lost to or whoever. Well, actually, did we just lose the neutral, or was it the ult fights? Is there a particular ult fight we're looking at? Who's the best May? Where is it? Oh, May. Obviously, when you need to figure out who's best, what you always immediately do. Oh wait, this is actually... This is the one I want. There was two versions, because the first version is just from the VODs. So obviously from VODs you can get kills and deaths and all of this, but from the logs you can get all the damage as well. So obviously what you can always do is you can go to May, and then immediately sort by damage and see who was the best May. No way, Jamie's bottom. Oh wait, no, hero damage. The reason everyone else's damage is so high is because they're shooting our Reinhardt shield all the time. Yeah, so actually, Jamie was third, just behind Kev. Lip's super high, only played 10 minutes of it, but I guess he just hit every right click. Go on, Lip.
Doom is very frustrating to play.
Yeah, obviously what you get, especially because we always play Reinhardt, is everyone's like barrier damage. This is why they're split up here into hero damage and barrier damage. All the other teams would have such higher barrier damage because they get to shoot a Reinhardt shield the entire time, which is not something we got the privilege of doing that often. Oh, it's a game starting. Let's lock in. Let me see. I do this, and transition, and we're locked in.
This whole rotation strategy just isn't quite as consistent. He is back in the fight.
Bar damage is barrier damage. So just when you're shooting shields and stuff. So it's just to separate it out, because obviously a lot of the time the damage numbers are way higher if you play versus Reinhardt. Just because you've got so much more barrier to shoot. What are we doing? Oh my god, it's an Ashe. What's happening? Alright, so they're back on this May, Reaper, Moira, Lucio, which they did run on Koth. I didn't see map 1 today from WISP, so they might have done it today as well. But we've actually got Dive coming out from Timeless Obsidian, which is super rare. Very rare to see this. But, I mean, it's worked so far, by which I mean literally right. So it's going to be a Queen Kiri swap from WISP. Don't hate this. Timeless plays Doom, as in the main Timeless team, or this version of Timeless specifically. Obviously, the main Timeless team has Hawk, so they're probably really entitled to play Doom as well, but I don't think I saw them play yesterday. Oh my god. Nano Genji! Nano Genji! It's a Nano Blade! Alright, so we're going to win this fight, but it's going to be hella expensive. Really hard now for Timeless Obsidian with just Rally. There's two ways to play it, I guess. You either just play it really slow. One thing's always good. One thing that's really good against these brawly comps is if you can make them walk for a long time, you can shoot them a lot. Oh, Squid's just going to find the opening pick. Maybe Squid's been wasting his time playing flex support this entire time. He should have just been on May the whole time. Alright, free retake. Not too bad. Get to hang on to the beat, get to hang on to the Kyriol. Now I want to try and hold close if I can, if I'm Wisp. Looking for someone. Bit of pressure on Dynasty. Gonna have to help him out of this one. Defensive wall. Mayop going through. This rally's gonna freeze. Rally's gonna freeze. Everyone's gonna freeze. So Dive's actually really good on this map when you're fighting, like first fight and when you're fighting the point. The problem Dive runs into is the retake through these chokes is horrendous. Really hard to get through these chokes. Normally what you do if you're the retaking team and you're on Dive is you try and force point first. But the problem is it's impossible to force the point first on this map because of just the nature of it. You can't see anyone to pocket it at all. They are going to let him out this far side for free actually, which I'm a little bit surprised by. AJMR has taken a really slow retake, just really scared of someone running into him. Nano Doom comes in. Need Luca to do something. Trades for beat, that's alright. They use for Bob as well. Luca's going to keep going. Has Meteor Strike. Forced a lot of cooldowns. Can he kill for Sojourn? Oh! Gets away. Grapes finishes it. Alright, a bit of space now. Got a pick. Time to walk out. Respect this queen. Luca's back to help. Dodges the wall too. Luca's got to help Luca now, boys. Got to help Luca. Pocket him through. Blade coming up. They've stabilized. Oh, and cancelled it! Oh my god. Well played, Luca. Now he's going in as well. Riker could do with finding some trades here, really. Wants to push in. Oh, it's a chopper show. It looks like they were finally working their way out of that choke. Maybe they just get shut down. Don't die now, actually. Don't die now. Probably needed to try and live net, really. I don't know why he pushed out. Yeah, it's just actually just over. I mean, I guess it was he's maybe screwed in that situation, no matter what. Yeah, classic Queen Jacks. I don't know too much about Luca. I don't think I've ever really seen him play, and I don't remember warming up against any of these teams. But there's certain players whose names I end up knowing just through people running into them in Rat. Like Arx, the Moira guy in EU, is someone whose name always comes up. Luca's name comes up a lot. Everyone always says he's really funny though. I don't know if that's like a ha-ha funny or laughing at the guy funny, but people seem to have at least an interesting time when they get Luca in their games. Yeah, I think that's right, Raccoona. I would expect Wisp to win convincingly. I like Dove and Dynasty. I think, to be fair, Dove, of all the players on that disappointing Paris or that Vegas team, I feel like Dove was probably actually one of the standout ones. Oh my god, he's actually just been blown up. Another good first fight. This map is a lot better for Dive, because even if they chose not to do it here, you can just park your Anna Brig on high ground, and your Anna Brig can just be unkillable. And this is something Houston would always do to us. So they play Anna Zen, they play him on the high ground, up here where Luca's going now. Yeah, kind of in the exact same position AJMR is, but they do it with Anna Zed. And we just couldn't kill Violet or Shu at any point. They just stand there forever carrying the fight. And we're on poor Reinhardt. This was before our sim phase. The sim phase, we could have cracked it for sure. Squid finds one. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Ashe pick. I know. I know a lot of the Yanks are very keen to get an Anne's Ashe on the go, but I feel like the Ashe is such a nice hero for the Genji to fight. She's just got like a nice hitbox for it. Ooh. They're actually scrapping this one out. Gonna have to regroup on point here. Didn't quite have any of these ults. Bob the first one. Bob's gonna go on. Oh, big punch! CJ's just down. Bob's going off. Go on, Bob.
Like you said, Luca jumps out, gets healed, goes straight back in. And with that, even just with a pick in the previous fight, you're so confident. Everybody has just so much.
Yeah, you're right, Raccoona. You have to try and just clear people, but the actual it's so hard to actually get that Anna Brig or Anazen or whatever it is. They're playing Grapes in a more aggressive position though, just on point. A lot of these things he's dropping quite early. I think exactly because there wasn't too much threat. Obviously the Genji now, I think is a good adaptation from Squid. Flex support on Genji, we'll see. Ah, he's a god. He's a god, it's okay. Might not get out of this one, but the trade's still good here for WISP. Wait out for Meteor Strike and keep going, really. Got to respect for Rowdy, got to respect for Nade. Grapes is looking for it. Blade coming in. Beats late, beats late. Come on, liar. Oh, it's a disaster. This should be round.
To see themselves through this fight. 85%, a 10-player kill streak as well for Dynasty, and they've got a nano to boot.
Okay, now the meta's getting interesting. Don't be complaining about the NA region. We get the mix-up, we get the Doom comp, we get the dive. This absolutely can beat the Queen comp.
Jake trying to convince us they're a varied region. Grow up, Jake. Oh my god. Oh, wait, Chopper's got 2? Just kill both DPS. Chopper is on one today. Dragging his team back into this round. Yeah, they've got the retake. Got the retake. Oh, they used for Nano and yeah. Oh my. Map's still on. Map is still on. They actually got all the ults to just seal this as well. One thing that's really true for Riker as well is this Queen ult is actually super hard to deal with for an Ana Brig. Obviously, like, the Brig can shield it and the Ana can sleep it, but they're not straightforward counterplays. Big split push coming here. Doom and Ana on the high ground. They're in trouble, though. They're in so much trouble. Probably didn't even need to carry ult. There was so much trouble, but one ult, fight win. Not going to complain too much. Unless Dynasty gets loads or trades, then I'll complain. Dynasty's actually staggering himself a little bit here. What's he doing? Yeah, I think you're right, Night Night. On that Nepal Sanctum, it actually looked really winnable for time the Obsidian as well. But need to convert it. Who was it we were watching earlier? Who just weren't converting the fights that they should have won. God, all the Overwatch is blurring into one mess in my head now. I can't even remember. Post retake, Ash can swing out. They got Bob to force the point. Got to be ready for this Genji. You could even use Bob defensively if you want. Squids is under pressure. Dynasty wants to pressure him. Here comes the Bob. Looking for the Queen ult round. Gonna get just the Ash. Finish the kill. Good knife. Good knife. There we go. The damage is done on point though, actually. I think. Yeah, Squid can get a chance to Blade. Riker can still, if he goes off, he can still do stuff here. Misses the slash. Alright, now the Blade to finish it. Li's gonna stand on point. Li's accepted his fate. 1-1.
Yeah, a great comeback map. I think this map definitely favors the Doom a little bit more. You got a better position for the Ana. You've got more rotation options for Brig to mix it up in the fights, but still escape with their life. So I think that's well played from.
It's got a message in the XXO Discord. Hybrid with a screenshot of the Power BI saying what is going on my screen. Grow up, Hybrid. Come to the real world. It's a data-driven world we live in now, Hybrid.
Maybe struggles against Echo, but against Pharah, I feel the Sojourn is a perfectly adequate hit scan. And so, to be honest, Dynasty, he's got his work cut out for him. CJ, even the Baptiste, can kill this Pharah a lot. You know, the level these
Pharah Mercy.
They can shoot back at heroes like Pharah Mercy.
Go on, Ben.
Luca, he's got to take
Let's see. I mean, it's a good Pharah map.
Continue dealing damage, so very challenging.
And actually, one thing, we obviously have to play into a lot of Pharah on London. We play against Reinhardt, but Reinhardt's okay against Pharah because he can shield so much of the damage. Ram can shield none of this damage. So Dynasty actually has a real big chance to carry. Hiding in stables is the correct decision. You hide in stables until point unlocks, then you go to point.
Scary situation here. You have to play perfect as WISP to get this cap off.
Dynasty's going to get to do so much.
Oh, Sojourn caught alone potentially.
Chopper, boop him. Boop him, Dynasty. Trap him in there. Now he's actually in the worst possible way. He's going to have to go the long way around. Or he might. Oh my god, it's a huge nade. It's the biggest nade I've ever seen.
with 3 kills, 2 with 1 punch.
Yeah, I thought Dynasty had kind of taken a long path and that actually wasn't going to be that good in the end. He's just going to get less damage in, but they all went back. They all went back into stables. It's really fine to start in stables to avoid a lot of this early damage, then go force point. But once you leave stables, don't go back there, guys. Especially for Farah's there. One thing we were always quite good at in London was we kind of got used to the concept and got very good at the concept of playing the opposite side of Farah. We do it loads on Night Market. You just swing the opposite side, you make him come, because even though the Farah's quite hard to mark, you can just keep away from him. And now Wisp just go and dive. It's probably a really reasonable swap. Don't think I've seen too much Wisp dive, so we'll see how they are. Still lurking around. He's got Rail. Careful. Gonna drop in. Has this barrage. 1 kill will do. 2 kills. A 3-kill barrage? Unheard of. There we go.
They lose a lot of percentage.
I will say that's a painful situation to be in, right? Giving the flip on this map, it's not what you want. You do win the team fight, and in the end, it ends up being pretty quick, so it's not the end of the world. But not running a tracer in this comp means, you know, is Luka gonna go touch point? But he feels like he has to block the counter dives and help his Ana.
Gonna get so much. We've got the Nano, got the Doom ult. We're gonna have Sojourn ult as well. Lion nearly has beat.
Okay, all good. Dynasty still playing Skybox.
Oh, they're gonna Nano the Farah. Luka doing a good job just blocking for his team. Gonna chase this monkey around with it. I don't know if that's worth it. Oh, the nade! Lies in so much trouble. He's in so much trouble. Dead. Oh, good direct onto Chopper. Chopper nearly has ult. He nearly has... I think he's close to Rail too. They give a res off. Oh, Chopper trades. It's actually so good now. There's no res for him either. Oh, is Chopper gonna... Don't pop Chopper. Oh, maybe pop Chopper. Do it. Do it. Oh. Doesn't want to pop in. There's only a couple of them. Yeah, Jake's right. It's winnable. Got shot. Ah, he's so low. He's so low. There's a dogfight. It's an absolute mess. Oh! Blinks into that. Blinks into that overclock. Scary. Chopper's popped T's one now. Dub's getting hard pocketed though. Riker's just taking him for a ride. Actually, oh my god, Wisp might just actually win it. They've had the point the entire time. Yeah, Wisp stole, you're right, I missed it. Wisp stole the cap in the middle of that. Oh my god. What do they do now? Tracer, Stoppable, and a Lucio. It's the ultimate touch comp. It's the ultimate touch comp, really. Maybe if they had a Kiri too. Oh. Wait, yeah, how has Luka killed Chopper? He's making stuff happen on all the tanks. Forces for TP. Turn on to Winston now. Doesn't have... Yeah. Beat soon for Liar. Need us beat as soon as we possibly can, Liar, mate. Need it, need it, need it. I guess we have another fight, actually. I'm getting carried away. Beating that one, Liar. It would have been an int. Alright, now we're in... Oh, it's unbelievable we've ended in a Sombra Tracer mirror. What is going on? What year is this? It's back to January, guys. It's a Sombra Tracer meta.
These are very winnable comps. It's about who's better in the moment, who's going to find this clutch kill. Can Kiriko hit the flanks, or does the nade just end up being too much impact to get cleansed?
Tracer battle on flank. We're going to dive high ground. Good sleep, good nade. The beat's going to keep Riker alive, though, and AJ Mara's in all sorts of trouble. Mine's nearly up, ultimately up for Dynasty. Need a little bit of a clutch now going on. Good hack onto Chopper. Let's get these mines going. Gets them off, doesn't get cancelled. Dove goes down. Bump to clear most of these, actually. Dynasty nearly has the pulse bomb, doesn't get it. A virus kill. Alright, they clutch it out. They clutch it out.
And it is WISP that take the round. And the map.
Yeah, the vulnerability of the Onacomp still coming into
That was a
play
real
there, but
dogfight.
I'd like to see this
Where are we on the other side? Surely, yeah.
There's yet more complexity.
Yeah, left, right, good night against Dope Gaming, I think has to be just left, right, good night. Looked really good yesterday. Lethal seems to be playing some great Overwatch. I think they've really got it on lock.
And as well, a lot of swaps coming in from Squid. I mean, he's blowing out all the DPS
Channel points.
So not being limited by his hero pool at all here.
Yeah, really impressed with left, right, good night. Watched both of their games yesterday. And they really could have won that series against Timeless. I think by the end of that series, the Timeless left, right, good night one, it was
WISP, I mean,
Timeless really played a really good last two maps. They had to really step it up and play at quite a good level to beat them. But up until then, left, right, good night. Not just good in terms of like Lethal was popping off quite a lot in all this, but actually just really good Overwatch.
Kings Row maybe coming up soon. I mean, we saw how they handled that in their last series. I mean, I got to be scared right now.
This game though, yeah, this game's actually pretty good so far.
Yeah, I think this is still anybody's game though, because you can pick the map, right? So as a loser, you can keep bringing it back to dive maps, but I think that might be.
So where are we? Midtown potentially next. Watch a little bit of this in the meantime. I'll leave the audio one from the other one.
Yes, you can play rush, but you can also
Don't need this horsepower tab anymore.
Really more open-ended, and so this map pick, the second map, might prove to be the most valuable of the series. I think Hybrid and Escort are where you really see a huge difference in. Okay, dive's so much better here, rush so much better there. So I mean, there's a real chance we go to map 5 in this series, at least in my eyes.
For sure. I mean, maybe more far, more mercy. We'll have to wait and find out.
Why is left running into this ram? I guess it's trying to die. Oh really? It was that close in the like Swiss part of the bracket, 3-2. Yeah, it really looks like we might be on for another dogfight, honestly. Oh, what's going on in this one? Lethal at clock. Got on Lethal. Oh, he's got Nero. Tidy from Lethal. Dennis for swag. Yeah, good chance for a decent hold now. No real ults on the board. Everything's even. Vision's on Tracer, which is probably really not optimal. All right, walk it in. Wall the window. Got him trapped. Put him under some pressure. Have to lamp. I don't find anything actually. Oh my god, where's Iron going? Where's Iron going? Pulse bomber back. Got to get Iron out of this situation. Oh, they killed the Tracer. Iron's he's just got himself a little hidey hole here. He can't get removed. Oh, Vessler does this all the time actually. Vessler. Oh my god, you watch Vessler play Ram, he will find himself in a corner and he will just put the shield up in the corner and he's just hiding behind us. He's just made himself a little house in the corner. And it's so hard to clear him because he gets full value out of a shield, then he gets form. It's a nightmare. But yeah, they've got their way out of it now. Backing it up. Beat comes in from rack, catches everyone, pushes Annihilation back. Tail end of this Sojourn. Can we find anything? Oh, we found him up there. It's a big male actually. King finish him up. Yeah, I don't know how Luke Mino ended up in that tight location, but good chase down, gets the mail. Pulse bomb lands. Clutchable? Is it? No, not clutchable. Lethal's going to die behind late as well. Yeah, you're right, Kronos. The more and more I watch of this meta, it's just Rams living forever, just taking 1 billion damage, and then that's just an acceptable amount of damage to still be alive on afterwards. Alright, Ram advantage, Annihilation advantage play-in. Dennis, fuck me. Dennis has been going off on Sojourn these last 2 days. The Sigma in the last meta was actually a lot more killable. Because you had like the rock out play to cancel his shift, and obviously now with Ram coming in better, the Ram punches just go through the shift as well. So the Sig was actually way more killable than this Ram ever is. The Ram you can still kill him, but you have to get like the right set of conditions or force cooldowns first. Here we go, Annihilation advantage coming in. They have beaten window to meet it though. Isaac's going to get full walled. Good second wall from Vision. Well, watch the end of this attack, and that's the sound of the other game starting. Yeah, alright, we'll finish this attack and see what's going on the other game. Alright, looking for Lep. Dodge. Still has Annihilation advantage. Kite out of a window. Iron looks like he's lining it up. That's a hell of a first pick. Navi Annihilation on top. Can he connect? Beat back in response. Ruck attack, later beat. Overclock. PG. Oh, that's a good kill, actually. Oh my god, he's hit another headshot. Lethal needs to find something. Lethal needs to find something urgently. PG's hitting everything. We're just going to push it in. Vision back on the Widow. Oh my god, the clutch is on. Dodge, left dodge. No! Oh, he couldn't get on. Couldn't get on. Good attack, actually, from Dope Gaming. Give themselves a fighting chance in the second map. But let's tune into the main event.
See, it's kind of necessary to beat rush comps on certain maps.
Midtown.
Good on Nepal Village,
So,
but then you get caught in a dive mirror, and
obviously it's Tice's pick. Are they going to dive again? They're going to dive.
Essentially unprotected. You know, Mercy has to decide who she wants to help. You know, when you get pressured on multiple.
It's weird. I think which is the better dive map? I guess Midtown probably is the better dive map overall than King's Row. First point can be pretty good for dive. Third point especially very good for dive on King's Row. But Midtown is maybe just a little bit more balanced across the board. Will be Genji Ashe as well. So it looks like, yeah, you can see they're already hovering Queen here. Maybe WISP know what to expect by this point.
With Queen. Okay, it is going to be a dive mirror. For me, Winston wins this mirror. For me, Winston ought to win this mirror. The bubble just coming down over and over again ends up being a lot of value over time. Hanzo's an interesting choice, though. Maybe he's just going to Sonic. It looks like he wants to keep it. This is a very weird choice for me.
All right.
I don't like Hanzo here.
Hanzo?
You know what? If he's feeling it, he's feeling
What's the vibe? What's the Hanzo vibe? It can't be. Did I? Hanzo's such a feast or famine hero.
They spotted out the Ana, same with the Doomfist. Nice little headshot. Luca going pretty low, pops the power.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. I mean, if you hit stuff on Hanzo, Hanzo's always the correct choice. That's the nature of Hanzo. Now, I think Ram is really fine on Midtown. I don't know why. I guess they just fancy the dive mirror. Why does Dove really pick this? Come on, Dove. Sleep onto Riker. I don't know if they can kill. No.
No way. That'll be the point. Wow, that was very quick. There you go, the Hanzo. You know, not too bad. I mean, force the Ana down, I suppose. And yeah, one-shotting Dub, just getting one shot as
Luca's going to die late here.
That's all you can really ask.
This recontest is not going to be on after this death. Now they're going to stagger as well. Maybe they can get out. You wish he was as honest as his NA boys. There's not going to be too many dive mirrors going. I mean, to be fair, EXO and SR peak check that Dorado ended up in a bit of a mirror. Don't know how many other teams would have taken it. Tracer Echo. I mean, Chopper's been on fire all series, so we'll see how much more he can do here. Interesting. Winston is very much a one-way jump. They get the trade, but it still favors WISP massively. And this is quite a big indictment, maybe, that times that WISP can just swap onto dive and win it. Not the greatest stick we've seen from Squid, but gets the job done. Kind of just a bit slow to go back in times Obsidian. I don't know why they didn't expect more dives to come through. Gets caught. If they keep staggering here, it's a real big problem. Riker needs to not use it, but they keep getting kills. Times Obsidian they've just been staggering for the last few minutes. Take a normal fight, guys. Take a normal fight. Nano comes in. Luca still has the sleep. Boots him out ball. Dodges the sleep. He's kept him contained for a long time. Dragon out now. Oh, Riker goes through the dragon and takes a chunk. He's going to get Nano now as well. Fighting for rally. Just going to have to stalemate this, really. Can't go more. You think he can go more? Oh, but they just hit. Good sleep from HAMR. Now he's dead for it. The nade was tempting, but it's a good sleep, actually. Really saved his life there. And actually saved the point for his team. Pulse bomb lands from Dove. Squid can get forced out. Alright, they've stabilized. I think Dove's Tracer isn't like elite, but when we played against it, I really thought it was really okay. It was really okay for like a hit scan Dove's Tracer. It's not going to light the world on fire, but I thought he was okay. Like,
push out.
Maybe not Overwatch League level, but in contenders,
Does kind of cost his team the
that kind of level, probably more than good enough on Tracer to hang with most of the non-top boys.
Oh, what a sick
Squid just
that
dies.
that was nasty. He must have hit some
Yeah, we're just gonna have to try and run here. Riker's super low. Defensive nade. Riker doesn't. Oh, he's so low. Dub's behind him.
up here. Chase it down.
So anything stupid here can just keep him bullied back. There we
There
go. They catch Chopper. Good nano. We'll get all the kills here, surely. No way for this Anna Brig to go. Sleep will hit. They come back. Oh my god, maybe they can live here. Oh, get Dub out.
A little bit of too much patience maybe from AJMR playing slow. Now the nano into Riker. He's on the backline, but he gets kited away.
Oh, oh, big nade, big nade. It's a huge nade.
From downtown from CJ Lang on top of Grapes. Right click from Winston now, ignoring armor values. Worth keeping in mind.
Keep him locked in. Keep him locked in.
Could be a problem for the Bricks in this matchup. There's the
Just trying to bubble off the heels. He doesn't have nade for this though. Gonna get nade. Riker pops for Primal as well. Chopper's getting taken for a ride. It's a big copy nade actually, and the copy nano. Does Luca confirm a kill off it? He doesn't. Oh, defensive nade, defensive rally, like keep everyone up. Wims down for everyone. Big bash. Dove's gonna finish everything off. Are they done now? Done now, surely they die. So hard his last bit of Midtown second. Dynasty's got a lot of good value on the Echo actually. Got a few early kills. Landed with a couple of dives. That copy was good, you know. Got the sleep off, got the nade off as well. Really surprised Luca wasn't actually able to kill any of the backline with sort of a little bit of nano when that nade hit. Both backlines done a pretty good job at surviving overall, really, honestly. A lot of slept monkeys.
Echo is going to bring out the hard hit scan in the Ash. I like this choice. I think it's the right answer to the Echo.
Alrighty. Now Chopper just needs to get to the high ground, needs to be protected for a brief
Ash swap.
Really nice nade.
Throw up Chopper.
AJMR is in trouble, but
I'm more on board with the Hanzo than I am the Ash.
So AJMR was more than safe. The best defense there was a bit of aggression.
Another good sleep.
To Dove, ends his life quick, sharp, 40 seconds.
It's always a question when you watch Anna Brig Monkey versus Anna Brig Monkey and you see a lot of step monkeys. Is it the Anna popping off or other monkeys horrendous? But let's be positive and say the Annas are popping off.
If you get caught on Ana, this point is surely done. Graves takes a headshot, but oh man, they're playing.
I've got the Ash from a power position now. Hard for Dynasty to retake. Oh, they catch AGMR on the way out. It's so hard now. Dynasty needs to fly up, get a kill, get a copy, get a crazy copy. It's really hard. Really hard. Luca's going to get naded on point. It's just over. They did such a good job on the whole down stabilizing. It's a really soft way to lose it in the end. Yeah, such a painful one. It kind of happened on map 1, right? Like, Timeless Obsidian just seemed to get them in some pretty decent positions, but never close that. Still, yeah, you're right. At least it's only a minute left.
Okay. Well, that was a cheeky try.
Yeah, you go for those, and hey, force some link, keep the high ground control. You're doing your job here. He was stuck behind the little power thing.
He's hiding behind the box. Going for the copy. Aggressive here, and a copy. Where's he going? Where's he going? Picking his target. Got him. Unfortunately, Luca's too low. If we can have to use Primal here as well. Oh, it's an ugly copy actually in the end. Luca's popped Primal. Is anyone in with him? No. He's going to have a pulse bomb. Luca needs to get this kill. Barani's popped though. Just live now, Luca. Live now, Luca. Wow, that's not a jump that's going to help you live. Yeah, we're just going to have to die on point now. Die on point or get out. Oh, Grapes used rally in this too. Oh, it's Nano Primal coming back. Bob for the point as well. I mean, I am an Ash hater, but Bob for point, I'm really on board with. Bob for this cap fight, actually really broken. Takes the sleep as well, so really hard for AJMR to sleep both for Bob and the Primal Monkey. He's going to sleep the Nano, but he just gets run down. Squid gets the cleanup. They're just in spawn. They're going to push it in. Luca's going to get nanoed. He can buy a bit of time here, but Bob comes out. Oh, he's naded. Luca's going to take so much damage. He has to run to spawn. No one's there to touch. Wisp get the full cap. Yeah.
feel like, honestly, once the Ashe comes out, that game gets really rough because Dynasty, he's a flex player, right? He doesn't want to take the hit scan mirror against somebody like Chopper, and so he goes, whether it's the Echo, okay, now he's onto the Sombra. What else? You could go Genji, but it's like none
Let's give
of
a quick
those
score update on the other game.
They're too all in. They're too
Left, right, good night, slamming it.
And against a hero like Ashe who can peel so effectively.
Or do we take a quick sidebar to watch this overtime?
Maybe Dynasty come out on like a Hanzo, something.
Oh wait, we've got 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Too late, and it's just not enough to get them back into the map. And in the end,
What do we think, chat? We taking the sidebar, or are we watching the start of this Midtown?
winnable for Timeless, but they've got a long hill to climb.
What do you reckon's in that book?
There's some cheats on that book, man. Don't touch that. You get banned. You get banned if you touch
Do
that.
not read the book in Midtown Subway.
Do not read the book. You've been warned.
You will be banned.
You have been warned. My dad works at Blizzard. He'll ban you.
We haven't still WISP and Obsidian. I'm actually quite enjoying the dive matchup.
Toying with the idea of a Genji. I don't like this big dog.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying the dive matchup. It's been a hot second, but it is very enjoyable. The I don't know what you call it, but just the heads of the like mini game between the monkeys and the Anna Briggs and the dives versus the peel is actually just a very interesting Overwatch to watch. It's a lot more easier to see the pop-off plays with like the run mirror. Is always so chaotic. There's so many things and effects happening. It's quite hard to actually always differentiate between what's really going either way. Yeah, of course I collect channel points, Cronus. Do you not collect channel points? There's no way you don't collect channel points.
We'll see. Maybe this catches Chopper.
There's no way, Cronus, that you can literally look at this page and not take the dopamine hit from clicking the green thing. Click the green thing and get the dopamine. Unbelievable. You're lying if you say you don't click that button. You got an exception auto, does it? See? Exactly. Grow Cronus.
And so he's just going to walk into you over and over again.
I don't want to get the plugin though. I want the dopamine. I want my monkey brain to click on the thing and enjoy clicking on the thing.
I mean, look at him. He's so cocky in this position, but he just knows they have no threat on him because they keep getting bullied down. They keep losing HP.
Alright. Tracing Genji. It's such like a pre-open dive. I don't like it at all. Don't like it at all. Squid's gonna go down early though, so just gonna be able to bully the way in here. Nade looks good. Doesn't hit anyone though actually. It's a little bit short. Riker's not getting out of this surely. Ooh. Just about. Ellie Nano for CJ here. The retake's really on. They can drag him. They've got pulse. Retake's really on.
Some ults coming up, but they're not online yet. So CJ has tempo with Nano Boost. Into the back.
Oh, the space creator. Nice little pulse.
Oh, he's got him. Backline's down. Damage is done. Are we just in a free? Yeah, we're in a 3v3. Both backlines have died. A classic dive situation. Are they just playing to live here? I don't know if some of the Obsidian can play to live. Oh, Dove's having a disaster here. Oh, he just about kissed back to the pack. Oh my god, I thought he was going to die. Dynasty is though. Oh.
I'm telling you guys, Genji feels so hard to play in this comp. This is 90. He's 90% to blade.
Yeah, you're right, Cronus. Squid is a support player, but I think Rocket's on a plane today. That's what Hattie was saying earlier. So Squid stepping in, and I mean his tracer's not looked all bad, but actually on May, Squid is a better main than Rocket, 100%. Very happy to die on that hill. It's a rally gap now, and it's starting to look like a full hold, isn't it? They do have the Nano Blade, and there's no real good answer for it.
Dove knows, though. I think he sees something. At least he knows he's not going to get, like, cotton bursted. To be fair, Dove even...
I know, I was telling him about Kanail on May as well. There's just something about support players in May. They just get it. They just get it.
There's a little health back. He can
Post it on Twitter.
Real crazy here.
Why is Grapes on Lucio now? Alright, Nano Blade. Gotta finish it. Oh, they've lost their backline. Why is Grapes on Lucio?
I mean, Dove surviving, like you said, Jake, a distraction technique, but ended up working out. Split the team's focus.
Is it enough? Riker still has Primal though, so I think they stall it out. Riker's gonna be able to beat this one. He can probably get a kill here. Can probably get a kill here if he's good. Could probably die here if he's bad though. Oh my god. How did they get that one out? I thought the retake was really on.
just so much extra damage can be just
Have a hinder.
Like, we can play the fun game of you won the fight with Nano Blade, can you win any more fights without the Nano Blade? It's a scary situation here. I mean, this comp's just so good against Genji. So much better. The Winston is gonna absolutely kill the fight every time.
I mean, tell me I'm wrong, Cronus. If he was good, he would have got a kill there. You're telling me Fitz wouldn't have got a kill in that situation?
There's just no big pressure on Riker. At least the Queen, right? Maybe the Queen takes that role, can pressure the tank, can bully the Winston.
All right.
Oh,
Okay, Dove. Okay.
Exactly. Wow.
Luca's now on, yeah, just on the Queen as well. A real sign of weakness from Luca here. Now he doesn't want to take the dive mirror. But if it wins you games of Overwatch, it wins you games of Overwatch. Now they've got Queen ult coming up. Not a great answer to Queen ult anyway. Nano early out as well. Riker's going to try and chase something down. Great. God, they're going super deep for this, so they're getting everything.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're funneling through that choke. It's prime
if you Wisp to Ram, they kind of got no ults, right? You just go back to Ram. Yeah, CJ swap it. Just go Ram. It's a full comp swap.
3 minutes in the time back too. Timeless Obsidian actually making
It's a full comp swap. Now if I'm Timeless Obsidian, do I swap as well? Do I go back to Doom? I mean, it doesn't look like he's swapping, if I'm being honest with you, since he's taking the high ground. But do I do it? No. Squid swaps Pulse Bomb as well. Probably actually really on board with that choice. So I've got no ults. So the time to win right now, if you are Timeless Obsidian, is right now. You've got two. You want to try and win this fight maybe with just Kiri ult, and then maybe Deep Blade to finish. Just keep forcing it. Clear this Lucio. Try and force some of these Ram cooldowns. Bait him out a little bit, and then drop a Kiri ult to finish it. Oh, they've used this Kiri ult too early, I think. I mean, look, what is Lyre doing? I mean, he's getting out, so it's fine, I guess. Spooky from Lyre, but now we're going to run it over. I don't know why Riker... I guess they're choosing to die on point here, actually. Oh, surely Lyre doesn't get the trade here. Don't let Lyre trade your Kiri. They've got him. They've got him. Now, this is the perfect situation. Now just beat Blade to finish. The comp swap is going to... He's going Orisa. I guess he's worried about Queen ult. He thinks he can do more to disrupt the Blade. Squid's 20% away from Mayo. He just spawned though. Dove's looking for it. Oh my god, he's got both of them. It's a Dove world, guys. The Dove Tracer is taking over. Oh my god, they're just gonna cap it. Doom touch. Blade to finish. Beat Blade to finish. Come on, Dynasty, find some kills. Any kills will do. Any kills will do. Any kills will do. Mayo on point. They've still got it. Not the greatest play you'll see, but they've got it. Oh my god. Both of those pulse bombs Dove hit were such clean pulse bombs as well. They were like both perfect. Go on, Dove. I mean, I said I hated Tracer Genji, but I mean, I guess if your Tracer just pulse bombs, hits every pulse bomb like that, any comp you play is fine.
There are counters to pulse bomb, right? Drone is available. You know, against Brig, you could just stick the shield. Not an easy task, but Dove does it twice in crucial fights back to back. And then Luca as well. Once he brought out the Queen, I mean, I didn't think they lost a fight. I think the Queen came out and they just snowballed them straight through to last. So Wisp
almost forgot to turn in your assignments. Shit. Get him in, mate.
There was a big ultimate snowball bearing down on them, and it just rolled them over. So well executed by Timeless, playing the ults, playing their outs. For Wisp, I think this is the right mindset. Just stay confident in this rush comp.
All right.
Ram comp, rather.
We're going Anna Brig.
But they've teched as well
or Anna Brig. Anna Brig Ram.
Knowing that, of course,
we had some misadventures on Ram Anna Brig on XX Oblivion. We gave up on the comp. Is this like they're gonna go Lucio, Moira, May Reaper? I mean, the thing is, I know they're only attacking. I mean, to be fair, the Anna Brig Ram isn't actually bad on this team. I think of all the problems we run into with the Ram Anna Brig, if you're just holding ground, it's actually really okay. But Sim, May, Moira, Lucio, they've got a minute 20. I guess they get 2 fights if they go super quick. Oh my god. This is such a risky decision from Timeless Obsidian. Alright, get on point. I can get on board with that. Oh, I can kill CJ immediately. I can get on board with that. I can get a full beam sim on this Ram. I can get on board with that. They trade him. They kill the Ram though, it's enough. It's just over. There should be no way. Should be no way now. Oh my god. For a second I thought Trouble was about to start forcing everything in. Yeah, I think you're right, Cronus. I don't know why they didn't just do the exact same play but with BAP. I don't know what they thought the Moira would help with. I mean, do you get cold faster than window in those situations? I don't really know. Maybe Moira's a little bit harder to trade. I mean, I guess maybe walking out of spawn, they thought they were actually going to be playing versus dive rather than Ram and a Brig. Because I don't think they took time to scout, right? They just ran. So maybe they thought they were playing versus dive and thought the Moira was going to be a little bit better versus the dive than a BAP was. But I don't know. I still feel like for BAP, the shift, for land, there's still lots of good ways to survive the dive there. But yeah, as long as they go via point, I guess that's really the key thing. Has Uncoachable thought about bringing on any plat chatters or other content creators? Not explicitly. I think I know there's a couple of people who have maybe asked about or offered to come on the podcast at some point. I know Avril has. I know Dustin has Dogman. But our priority right now, for the most part, is actually to get kind of just a lot of Overwatch League people on, in the sense of like people from the Overwatch League team, to get them on and really explore a lot of last season and I guess their past experiences in the Overwatch League. I think there's probably still quite a lot of teams we've not really had on. Obviously Titans, Florida a big one. Would love to see Korean guests on the pod. Yeah, us too. We've asked, well, obviously, for the most part, Chris is our connect in these situations because Chris knows everybody. But 9K is probably the most possible one because 9K is, if anyone's spoken to 9K, his English is really good. I know a lot of Koreans, even those with really like perfect conversational English, don't always feel as comfortable speaking English on a broadcast or on a thing. Like I know there was an example when Boston and us ended up in the same group. You know, they had the coaches on or a representative from each team on to pick. Originally, Chris and Moby were gonna have a chance to talk to each other and give a bit of banter or whatever. But Moby said he would only do the interview in Korean, so we had to do it separately because of the translator thing. But I mean, I've met Moby. Moby's English is good. Moby can speak fluent English. You can quite easily have a conversation with Moby in English, but he didn't want to speak it on camera. He'd rather, and I understand it. I obviously very much prefer to speak in my native language when I'm on camera as well. So it's understandable, but obviously it would be nice to get a Korean on and get especially the other side of some of these situations. So I think in reality, like Moby, Krusty, 9K all have good enough English. It's just whether they would. 9K's maybe the most likely, but he's always a little bit elusive. Moby, I don't know if he would. I think he would be fun. I think he'd be a good guest. If anyone, for those of us who have met Moby, he's a funny guy. But yeah, I mean, Krusty would be the big one. I don't think any of us actually know Krusty that well, or have an existing relationship where we talk regularly or anything. But Krusty would be an interesting one for sure. Obviously, has a wide range of experiences and is probably the most successful mixed roster coach ever. Yeah, that has to be true, right? That has to be true, actually, with the Shock team. Let's stop in the other game. What are we saying? Goomba episode would be terrifying. Goomba's on the list. He's on the list. Probably sooner rather than later. Yeah, obviously Goomba and to know each other quite well. And Chris and Goomba actually talk quite a lot, so surely we have the friendship connections to get Goomba on. Plus, obviously, the Florida story, Overwatch League champions, super interesting. Goomba's style of coaching, I think, very inherently interesting for a lot of people. Very much has his own approach on it and has found a lot of success with it as well. Who was the coach for the Saudi World Cup team? So it was Willie V. I don't know if that's his actual name. That's what people call him. Willie V. And then they had Kareev and Kellex as assistant coaches. Never really spoken to Willie V myself, I think. Obviously, sort of met most of the Saudi guys while we were at the World Cup. I don't think I ever met Willie V. Yeah, Goomba coached Valorant for a while too. I don't know exactly how successful it was. I think it was... What was the org? Was it Packing? Packing was on an org and brought Goomba with him from, I guess, like the old Valley Internet. But I can't remember what the org was, actually. Dope Gaming making a bit of a run for it in this third map. Yeah, I think in terms of like Florida people as well, McGravy would be an interesting person to talk to. I think I met McGravy properly for the first time at playoffs this year. Super nice guy. I guess most maybe what you expect if you meet McGravy, he's going to be a nice guy. But it would be really interesting to see his perspective on what his role is. Because I think from the outside, everyone really sees it as Goomba as the hothead, the difficult one, and then McGravy is, I guess, like the nice guy, like the good cop, bad cop relationship. But it'd be interesting to see if that's actually really how it works internally or what the setup is. And obviously McGravy's been in the league for a long time as well, so a lot of past experiences on mixed teams and stuff. Yeah, Halo Spartan, all these matches are elimination. So this is potentially Dope's last point. So shut up for a second, George. We'll come back to this game, we will. But let's see what could potentially be the final round of Dope Gaming's run here. Yeah, not a great start for your last potential round. Not a good start. Looks like Left, Right, Good Night are gonna put themselves in a pretty good position. Have to be a good name when you name. Have to be a nice guy when your name is McGrady. Yeah, the problem is like certain names. It's really hard to be like a Ballbuster Goomba style character if your name is McGravy. Maybe you need like a more neutral alias. Or okay, get him out of it actually. They forced form, looking for the mail. But full ice block, Lethal's in big trouble. Counter mail by Lethal as well. Oh, I can't tell who's got the bigger one. I should need to get one of those kills. Thought he had him. But he comes in now. Rack's about to have his beat. Rack's gonna die before Bevo. Oh, that's just it. Left, Right, Good Night. Dope Gaming knocked out. Oh, Rack at 98%. No way they get a touch. Yeah, GG's. Good win for Left, Right, Good Night. Decisive, clean, 3-0. Halo of Forts confirmed next podcast gets. We're not getting Halo of Forts on. Grow up. Why am I watching an Orisa? Oh wait, I feel like someone asked that question. I forgot to answer it. Someone was asking about my thoughts on Orisa. Can't remember what the question was. Oh my god, one of the funniest bits on London, one of the like a good meme that I just remember, maybe it was season 5, when Halo of Forts was still around. And there was a point on Halo of Forts' Twitter, where obviously you get people who post like paid for posts on their Twitter, like hashtag ad all this. And it's fine, no problem with it at all. Hopefully someone will pay me to write hashtag ad on Twitch at some point in my life. But it was co-op. So I don't know if this maybe we lost a little bit in translation for our non-English viewers, but it was co-op. He was posting like the co-op £5 meal deal, and he was advertising on his Twitter. And I just couldn't fathom my head around how on earth Halo had secured a co-op sponsorship on Twitter. It's just I mean, it's a good. I mean, honestly, and if anyone from co-op is watching, I am actually a big fan of the £5 deal from like dinner for £5 from co-op, but I still can't wrap my head around how on earth Halo, with his roster leak Twitter, had the co-op sponsorship. It just seems impossible. Just seems, yeah, nothing wrong with co-op. I'm just really surprised / jealous that they went with him instead of me. You know, I want the co-op sponsorship, but what can a guy do? I go there like every week. It's not like a fast food place. It's like a supermarket, but not like a big store. Just they're sort of, I guess, unique selling point is their local supermarket. So they'll just be a lot smaller stores, but a lot closer to you. But it's like a major chain in the UK. So it's like a really big brand, and it's just wild. It's just wild that they thought an Overwatch roster leak Twitter was the place to advertise their fish finger deal or something. It was, I don't get it. Maybe if I remember, we'll look at. Try see if we can dig them out after this. Dig them out after this. What's happening here? Because we're actually got an Orisa. I feel like I've glazed over the fact that Orisa, May, Reaper, Moira, Lucio is for comp, and we're just in a Moira Lucio mirror. And Ram just has to be better. I think Ram just really gets to bully the Orisa quite a lot. Oh my god, Dynasty's gonna live? Okay. Annihilation though should just clean up. Great. Alright, Coalescence now. Keeps Luca healed, but both ults are going, so no one's dying for a second now. Mayolt available for Dynasty if he wants it. Then maybe he's going to try and like soft reset here. No, they get out actually. Good disengage. Now Lucas used both these cooldowns and he's quite far forward. Has to be careful here. Lucas is going to take a lot of pressure. Luca has no cooldowns, has to DP. Shield up from Riker. They've got the point this entire time, Wisp, so really happy with just trading ults like this. Both Reaper ults coming up. It's going to be a real gap sooner or later. Chopper's looking for the opening. Obviously, the Orisa can cancel the Reaper ult, so hold on to that spear, Luca. Don't die. Hold on to the spear. Oh my god, he's in trouble. Their formation's just messed up now. I'm just going to wait. He's going for the TP. He's going to drop it. Oh, they're not close to him. Dynasty separated. Drop it. Oh, he still had Fade. Both Reapers are getting nothing. Oh, Cole's going to be dropped out as well. Regroup. This is so messy. Everyone is just everywhere. Cole clean up. Gets to fade out. Be over the top. Good beat back. Mayolt. They're called in. Mayolt back now from Squid. What is happening? Oh my god, they're going to win it. They're just going to win it off one fight.
Getting a triple kill. 2 points on the board for Wisp now. They're on point match.
Yeah, I think you're right, Kronos, in the sense that Orisa has lots of nice outplays in some ult situations, right? She can cancel the Reaper ult, she can cancel the Cole, she can cancel Mayolt as well, she can live for Mayolt quite easily. But in the neutral, it feels like she should just be losing. And we kind of saw that from Luca as well, like he was just bullied in some of those neutrals as well. But yeah, they're just going Ram now. But if both teams are playing this mirror, isn't just perhaps Sojourn's just better, I feel like. I'm not buying into this American propaganda about Moira Reaper. But obviously, if you're playing a mirror, either team can win. So at least we might get a good game out of it. Good wall, gets pressure on. Doesn't really get any damage though because he still had shield. Now this, oh, Squid's in trouble. They get out of a Mayolt too. Squid's gonna die. May's down. Grapes has taken over. I actually don't really know what's going on. It's a dogfight. Alright.
Well, the cap, Jake. There you go. That's what happened.
Yeah, anybody's game here. This is how the fights go, though. They get scrappy. Everybody can escape out of these dangerous situations, but you're relying on your cooldowns.
This matchup is such... I feel like you actually just only need to watch this matchup from overhead. Watching it from first person is... Who knows what's going on.
Tiny moments edges of
Maybe I
the
should have taken the offer to go in.
more damage than another, make more space, but that's happening simultaneously across the map. So super hard to call this.
All right, let him through the choke for free. Okay. Slow used earlier. We're actually halted. We're in big trouble. We're going to chase with Cole. Have to disengage. I guess it's time to find out about Dembele and Grealish again. But the fight's still going on. Dove's going to drop with Death Blossom. He's getting bunched out. He's going to die. He's going to die. The mail from Squid as well. It catches everyone. Later annihilation from Luca. Can he turn it out? Can he turn it around? Oh my god. Yeah, he cleans him up actually. Preds for this match. I think WISP should win it. I think WISP are the better team on paper. I think when we watched the early games as well, it felt like it was close, but I feel like WISP should be better.
Lucio's genuinely the biggest threat at long range. I mean, there's some very serious close range threats, but when it comes to the poke, and honestly, when it comes to single target focus, Lucio's not.
Yeah, Squid playing DPS, but honestly, on May, I think Squid's actually I think he's played better than Rocket did yesterday. I thought Rocket had a bit of a stinker yesterday.
When they're caught off cooldowns, Lucio's often the one who's tasked with making those kills. So these Lucio players being put to some mechanical tests here on New Junk City.
We had to do it on XXO earlier this week as well because of Chase's internet going down. We put Kaneo on May, and Kaneo was an insane May as well. So maybe it's just true that any flex support can just pop the fuck off on May, and they just wasted on Ana.
Should be fine though, still got the armor, but the focus fire is pretty decent. No, CJ's there to heal him up. A later beat available from Lyre right now as Grapes used their one.
Yeah, Moira beat available for Lyre. Should be okay.
Now it's about forcing the abilities of the May and the Reaper to
Beat comes through. Everyone's gonna kite. Oh, needs this coalescence. He's not gonna get it in time. CJ pops it. I think they had it. I think they had it actually without popping the coal, but okay.
He does need to use it to clean up, and honestly, I think that might be pretty costly because we've seen so many times this map. Okay, it's coal for coal. They're on the same timing. Now the timing breaks. AJMR is going to have the coal advantage, and I think you're going to see.
All right, where are we now? Chopper is hiding.
Very, very hard to heal through.
Coalescence coming back in. Mail though.
I mean, that is actually ridiculous when you can really.
Feels like it's quite. It's such a hard comp to mail actually.
Something tricky here, or else I think Cole might.
Is Chopper still on the flank, or is he coming back? Yeah, I think Chopper's just coming back to the team now. They're coming through. Happy to meet him with Mail here. They're going underneath the force point. Still happy to mail him here. Goes for the ram. He's going for everything. Is he going to get the ram? He's getting him. Can they kill Luca? Lyre's died in all of this, actually. Coalescence comes through, so they'll all be okay. Now Dove has both blossoms up. Or is Dove going for it? He wants to drop him from up top. What's he looking for? There we go. Oh, they've got it. I thought everyone just got around the corner from him, but it's okay. Okay. Good fight win. Got 3 ults in the bag.
Yeah, the big ones you want to watch are those shift abilities, whether it's the Wraith form from
I feel like as well, the ults actually build so fast in this comp because the Reaper and the Rams and the Maze are just trading on each other constantly and everyone's healing constantly. Now, the ult advantage doesn't even make a huge difference here.
That's when you are in big trouble. CJ does have the coal, but now many responses available for Timeless Obsidian. So another long, drawn-out brawl fight, I think, here in our future. Time to see who's got, the confidence, I think, to stay.
All right, so yeah, beat advantage. I don't know. I feel like the May's the big one. If you actually catch him with May ult, gives you such a big advantage. Let's see, but they're having to walk in. Going to start with Cole. Needs to support a cooldown and chase with it. Going to beat to match for Cole. Dynasty's getting focused down, but he still has that May ult. We'll ice block now. They need to force a cooldown before Dynasty can really commit it, though. Or, there's the ice block. Dynasty's in big trouble, actually. He's going to drop a May ult. He might die for it. Blossom in the back gets nothing. The big freeze. They seal it on Riker. 1 for 1. Annihilation now from Luca. Should be able to take over. Can't find anyone, but they've got the cap. You should eventually kill these guys. There we go. 2-2.
These are very late deaths as well from WISP that might
This is actually such an important round. Such an important round.
For Timeless Obsidian, so that could end up really hurting them here. However, I feel like it was Riker's mistake.
Coalescence versus Mail.
It's like the annihilation doesn't help much when you.
They're going to get points set up first. Dove's hiding in a corner as well. Lyre's going to get beat 50% earlier.
You know what, guys? We're losing. Let's just mirror and be better.
Yeah, it should be really on for the retake here, WISP.
It's not super consistent, but
Dove will probably get his Blossom mid-fight, hiding on the corner. Oh my god, how does Dynasty just die? They might not have to use any ults for this. They're going to be actually in response to the cold. Don't hate it, just need to... Don't really want to use any more now if I'm Wisp. Got high advantage. They've got no ults. Walk forward, trade on this ram. Can we next set of cooldowns? Wall's not great. Good headshot onto Dove. Oh, they're going to beat. The mail comes through. They get out of it. Everyone... No, Dove doesn't get out of it. Does Dove... How do you not have Wraith? Oh, no. Oh, if they get stagger kills here, it's massive.
Oh, not quite. It really does feel like that, especially when you re-engage with that sound barrier, Jake.
Alright, back on the high ground. Back on the high ground.
Not saying it's lucky, but in a sense it kind of is. If you can manage to catch someone out because they mispositioned maybe a couple of inches.
Well, we got free prop coming up for both teams. Annihilation closer for Riker.
It's very hard to see, especially even in first person, to be fair.
Yeah, potential combo here of a
Just don't get caught by the Death Blossom. Just don't get caught by the Death Blossom. Where's Dove? He's TPing now on the high ground. He's TPing now. He gets boot back. Dove's going to hang on to it. Has to kill through this wall. They're all looking at him. Can he go it? He's going to pop it. Oh, he just gets demolished. They were all ready for it. They all lined up, but they all still had their cooldowns, I'm pretty sure. So they just all dip. Dove goes down. Annihilation back. Chopper should seal this now with the Death Blossom. Going for the TP. Might not even need it. Just drop it on this Lucio, probably. Oh, he's getting cold, actually. It's, oh my god. They're getting cold. Luca's turning it around. Luca dies on 98% beat. Oh my god, we're timing us back in it. The coal's still going. Grapes is 10% away from beat. Just live, Grapes, just live. We're going to get beat. We can kill this May, maybe. Can we kill Squid? We've got the beat. Got the beat. Beats it. Oh. Get it off. Lies back with his own beat, though. The dog bite's just going to keep going. Both Mayults nearly online. Luca's going to find Squid. No Mayult now. They've got control. T-pose from Luca coming out. Just deal with this Reaper. Deal with this Reaper. Don't let Chopper trade anyone. Don't let Chopper trade anyone. Ooh. Oh my god, they've hung on. They've hung on. They've hung on. Yeah, I think you're right, Alpha. Like, I keep thinking like the fight should be over, but it's not actually that straightforward to clean up this comp at all.
They've got to hold on to the point for another 70%. Maybe, I mean, well, all right. How this game's been going, this is last fight. Let's be honest. This is last fight, all right? This is last fight. I know this 50%. Realistically,
oh my god. All right, Mayult's a piece. Dove has repro advantage. Both teams are going to have Annihilation. Both teams are going to have Cole. Both teams nowhere near beat. So really, big difference is it is for repro if Dove can find anything, but honestly, I've not seen a load of big repros in this one. But Grapes just dies. Oh my god, I nearly choked to death. Mayult comes out. Dynasty's 2. No one's going to die from this. Annihilation on top. Oh, he gets AJMR. Oh, Wisp have got it. Wisp have got it. Dove drops the Blossom, but it's not enough. The problem is as well, because Grapes dies so early like that, all of a sudden, without the speed, Riker's Annihilation just gets so much value, because he can just catch everyone with the speed advantage. So it is not just Grapes dying that's a problem. It's the fact that his death makes everyone else's deaths way more likely as well. Oh my god. Alright, so that's... Are we locked? What's happening now in the bracket? Yeah, left, right, good night are still through. And then they'll play the winner of this game. Woo. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? Should I go for... I'll go for a break, seems like the... I'll leave the stream on so you guys can watch the co-stream. But man, big clutch from Win. It seems like the theme again very much seems to be Timeless Obsidian are like so close, but never able to get it over the line. Which is kind of heartbreaking, but I mean they're still really in this series. We'll see where they go for map 4. Obviously it's push, but yeah, let me take a break. I'll nip to the toilet, grab a drink, and then we'll see the rest. Just be right back. Be right back, team.
Finding their footing in the team fight, super chaotic, super hard to predict what's going to happen next, and hard to stay focused, right? Easy for players to make mistakes, easy to slip up, and so it really ends up being a test of fortitude more than like, you know, traditional aim skill, which, you know, in Overwatch, sometimes that's the meta. You got to be ready. You got to be ready to pull these out. I do feel though this might build some. I mean, so far from Timeless, it's been like all dive all day, and so to be able to take this mirror as close as they have, I feel like now for the rest of the series, it's like maybe you keep taking that mirror. I feel like if they had played Ram the whole time, maybe that map goes their way. It really was that type of a map.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're a little bit more confident in that now. We'll have to wait and see. Of course, it's Timeless Obsidian's map choice now as we go to map number 4. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a break. You guys can take a break. Teams can take a little bit of a break as well. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Potential last map on your hands right now. We're going to Esperanza. And remember, this was Timeless Obsidian's map choice. Even though, I will remind you, WISP full capped, just not a moment ago. Again, so through Splash. Just a reminder.
I wonder though, because Esperanza does open things up. You know, we could see Timeless coming back to a dive style.
I'm back.
That's definitely possible on this map.
I think I'm back just in time, though, as well.
To make it work. However, it's difficult, and honestly, it's going to be scary because
Let's lock in.
Esperanza. He's going to have his chances.
Okay, this is an odd map choice. Actually, no, it's not an odd map choice at all, is it? We're just going to go back to dive.
Will the Reaper come out? To be honest, thinking about that, as we just saw on New Junk City, is you know, everyone wants to Bastion nerf. Oh, Bastion's so annoying. You're gonna nerf Bastion, and then this comes out, guys. Bastion is protecting you from Reaper.
So I think this is a map where
Omnics get a bad rap, right? That's all I'm saying.
there's certain maps where rush, like Colosseum, was really rush favored. I think Queen Street, you can play dive there, but it's not straightforward, really. Actually, Esperanza, you can win I think it's really 50-50 on dive. Oh, they've got rush actually. It's a rush mirror. Lost claim the dive. Okay.
They know you're casting. They know you're going to talk about that.
All right, let's see.
It looked winnable, but we're actually in a straight Sojourn main mirror as well. So we saw Chopper take over before. So we'll see if the Chopster can take over again.
I think this is a mistake. I honestly think Wisp has a very strong position right now in the wide angle.
Oh my god.
I think you've got to take this wide angle.
Grapes is shook after that last death. He's gonna go down again.
Honestly, these deaths are just stalled deaths for Timeless. You gotta get into the fight.
Yeah, we talked before about the importance of first fight on Esperanza here, and this is such a decisive way to win it as well. They just die on the part.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah, no trades, perfect setup. Now they can hold his choke. No ults yet either. Oh my god.
I am worried. I am
Oh
scared.
my god.
If they just like stomp them in the choke with Maywall and like every AoE ability in the game,
Okay.
they're gonna start getting really worried.
Long way back for Timeless Obsidian now.
A stompage in the choke here with every
Long way back.
AoE ability that they own.
So about that choke point.
Yes. Oh, here. Uh-oh. Do they know? Do they know?
Look at that. Look at that wall.
Squid's waiting. Oh, if they try to do the same rotate, deja vu. Deja vu. They don't get as caught by the Maywall though. They're not full. Oh, they're still trying to swing. They have to lamp out to swing. Riker's taking loads of damage. He just get lamped. They're just C9ing him. They'll get the cap. They need to make sure if Riker dies. Window now as well. Riker's gonna die.
Nice little window there. Good angle too. I believe it tagged.
What's the play here? You can't really win the fight from here. Are they just gonna leave, go high ground, get out?
Can they get to escape too?
Yeah, go out, get high ground, regroup with Riker.
Yeah, you lose a team fight, but you get
Sorry,
a
mate.
pressure point. Riker's gonna be on the forward spot. And they're gonna
Take a standard fight on top.
I mean, the positive thing for Timeless
Don't
is
think
they've got map control right now.
Dynasty should be on point, didn't he? I never know which way to say it.
She's on the car, she's not ready to help fight the choke.
Yeah, if they can't stuff this choke, they can get out of this choke for relatively free.
This is the ram. There we go. We're
That's the
basically-
window, but that's alright.
Yeah, card being pulled a little
Now
bit
we're gonna get to the big ult phase of it.
front line, but Riker has a much faster annihilation. We'll see if
Just
they like
straightforward trade, no flanks or anything, no funny business. Dove swinging quite wide with a rail. Opportunity for Dove here. Mail onto him. Can he get out? He can't get out. Can't get out. The wall off as well. Lamp's no good. Defensive ball's good from Dynasty, actually. It saves him. It saves him. Grape's going to clean up, but yeah, counter mail's so good.
Time is played around that Squid Blizzard.
Oh, wow. Really good fight. Really good fight.
Grape somehow found to that fight. Not only shut down Chopper, someone we've been highlighting all day, but also killed his.
And wow, is that just Mail's traded as well? So yeah, everyone keeps all the other ults.
You know, now he's back doing his job, not getting caught.
Have to pick up AJ. Oh, AJ Mar died.
Kill you, and I can tax the other people.
Damn, can only soft hold this then.
Multifaceted, a multifaceted, but no supports in the
Don't
fight.
die. Don't die for this,
Yeah,
Timeless.
a few seconds when they're not gonna have a support.
What's he? What's Dynasty doing? Dove's won as well. Beat Sojourn all out. Oh, this could be a disaster. They have to beat. Dove doesn't get the beat. Is he okay? Is Dove okay? Someone checking on Dove. He's okay. He's okay. Ramel being trained right. Looking for more. Looking for more. He's gone so deep with this. Can he get the kill? He gets the kill. Can he get more? Lucas used it as well. Can Luca get value? He's killed one. Riker's killed a lot. What's Luca up to? Can he get more Luca? Because Riker's taken over. Oh, it's a huge Ramo actually. Full annihilation with the annihilation. Ah, huge fight actually from Riker. Have been really impressed with Riker. He's got a lot of good ram value, a lot of big plays, a lot of big ults in the sort of games we've seen from him. And now they can start. Now you've got the cap, you can actually really start putting big distance on it. I will say out of all the push maps, Esperanza is probably the easiest one to come back on compared to some of the others. Easy one to get cap on. Disengage this window. Now if you're Wisp, you can really take... You got to take a lot of big... you got to take a lot of big intelligent fights here. We can just game manage here. Don't use too many ults on their side. Always have the ults to win the fight on your side. Get them locked in this high ground hold. Ooh, Grape's in trouble! God. Alright, they're okay. They're just holding on the low ground here. Oh my god, how's Liar die in that situation? Alright. Alright, don't use any ults here. If you can force out the mail, you feel really good about it, but don't want to use this if you're Dynasty. Yeah, don't have to. Alright. Yeah, that pick's huge actually, because it just avoids this whole big ult fight any trade situation. You keep your ults.
Yeah, I like that awareness.
You can really threaten Cap down this next fight.
You don't really need to
Still a good amount of time left as well.
It's cutting some
Will be a May ult trade.
So being patient in that moment.
Obviously, we highlighted Squid earlier for actually getting pretty good May ult value, especially in these May ult trades. We did see Dynasty obviously get the better of him in that earlier one on this map though. This time he's out for choke, ready to go. They're going to wrap behind him as well. Don't hate this decision. Are we gonna flip? Fight or flip? You need to make a decision. Need to make a decision. But May ult's going. They saved out for it. They're gonna get out. Oh, AJMR doesn't get out though. Oh, then they beat as well. That's a disaster from Timeless actually. Oh my god. That's gonna be a disaster here. Should be able to clean up from here. Got the Annihilation if he needs it as well. Will force the Ice Block. Should just be able to kill. There we go. Oh, he's popped Sojourner as well. Can Dove do a lot? He needs to do a lot here. Needs to do a lot. Oh, Chopper survives. One more rail. Oh, it's getting the beat comes off. The beat comes off, but Chopper's dead. Can Luca live? Luca can't live. Trading big ults here. They've stabilized. Yeah, they've stabilized. Preserve for Cap as well.
Getting caught here would really kill their chances to win this map and to start to even things up. Luca is going to go over to the Orisa, an odd choice, but maybe feels like the.
Oh my god, he's going to Orisa. It was winnable.
However, I don't think it's that
not a fan. Not a fan.
If Luca can land those spears, going to be crucial. He's connecting those skill shots in this matchup.
Let's see what Luca's cooking. Or we will. Oh, AJMR has to lamp for that as well. AJMR caught a couple of times now, sloppy positioning. Going back for it, repeats for window a bit because he doesn't appreciate having health. They're going to window back. Dove gets CJ actually. Alright, Orisa coming in from downtown. Alright, Wall comes in. Chopper's looking for a carry. Looking for a carry. Dove in his sights, doesn't hit him. Alright, yeah, just die here. Keep the ults for the fight on your side. Reasonable, yeah, good decisions, and this is the advantage you have once you have lead on push. don't doubt Luca Orisa, a freak. All right, well, I'm happy. Always happy to be proved wrong, but I want my skepticism on record.
And they are going to have high ground advantage. That'd be Timeless Obsidian.
Yeah, it is going to be tight. Hard to stop the checkpoint.
So good decision from WISP, not investing any more ults, not trying to clutch. You want to clutch on your side of the map, don't clutch on their side of the map. We're going to go at this high ground. Chopper's popped the overclock. Wall's good. Nothing for Chopper, nothing for him to shoot. Something for CJ to shoot though. The May ult was used on point by... Oh. Why is he dropping the May ult? He's way out the overclock, no? Just way out the overclock and go again? Didn't really see what happened to Dynasty there, but... It's a bit of a disaster. They're going to pop the overclock. Dove needs a kill. Alright. We're going to beat. They want to fight. They want to fight. Kill Chopper. Okay, okay. We can get Cap off this, maybe. Oh no, right. We must try again. Oh no. Did they clean up? CJ's dead. They're going to get more trades though. Alright, I think they still get Cap off this actually. Yeah, the car hadn't moved too far away. They get Cap. That's okay. 1 minute left. Oh, that time. This time's actually disappeared actually. Alright, so it kind of is one fight. Is it one fight territory? Maybe not quite one fight territory.
The Orisa's paying off when there's a Sojourner involved, right? In the Reaper.
Right, they've got the Orisa. WISP have all the ults though. They need to cheat an ult here, really.
Worried about this Orisa potentially stunning you out of your slide.
Yeah, you're right. WISP have the ults. Don't do anything stupid if you're WISP. You can take a fight on the corner. I don't think you try and push here. Yeah, you can't. I don't think you can take a push. WISP agree. Where are they coming? They're coming this way. I want to try and clear out this May Lucio. They have window. What's he looking for? Forces Squid out. Riker's a little bit separated here. He has to form early. Trying to push him back here. They wall him off. Alright, DP for window. Can we put pressure on Riker? Can we force his ult? We force for that. Force his ult. They for B as well. Alright. Well played, actually. Riker's put his team in a right pickle. Good spear. Oh no, he's locked himself in. Get out of that room, Dynasty. Oh, they got the damage. Just found the back kill as well. Oh my god, they've done it. They've done it. They've done it. They've done it. Decent effort by Timeless at the end there, but Wisp hold on. Yeah, GG. Yeah, good attempt on the final fight, actually. Riker really did nearly screw his team over there at the end. Gave them an opening. They had to use so many ults to bail him out of that. Well, yeah, and that's it. That's it for them. Oh yeah, all these games elimination games. That's it for them. Yeah, they bailed out Riker well. They had to use Lamp. They had to use Annihilation. They had to use everything. Do I know when either Boat or Rocket are playing? So Hattie was saying that that Rocket was on a plane or something. So because Rocket played yesterday and played the May for him. But I think he's on a plane, so I guess he's traveling. I guess we're getting to the Christmas period, right? So maybe going home for Christmas. I guess, is he in collegiate? Or could be going home for Christmas from college. So that's why he's not available. I don't know about Boat, to be fair. But yeah, to be fair, I think Squid actually played really well. I think there's this weird consideration where if you're Wisp, even if... Hold on, let me get my channel points. Now, even if he is available, you actually keep in Squid. Maybe that's a hot take. Maybe I'm overreading too much into it. I thought Squid played really well, though.
Welcome back one last time. Zoe here.
Shut up, Zoe. All right, so this is our bracket sorted. Is my camera in the way? My camera's in the way. Let's get me. Let me go bottom right. There we go. So where does this leave us? So what day is it tomorrow? It's what's going on? What day is it? What day is it? Where am I? So it's Friday today. It's Saturday today. Tomorrow. So it'll be which order of the game's happening? That's the 8 o'clock game. That's the first one, I think. So yeah, upper bracket final. Timeless v Primus Tornado. Timeless looks a little bit shaky against left, right, good right. Left, right, good night, I should say. So I mean, Primus Tornado were probably favoured anyway. Imagine they are still favoured. So I think will see Primus just make their way to the grand final. This is obviously a rematch of the game we watched yesterday. And Left, Right, Good Night actually kind of bodied Wisp. Wisp didn't look that good. Looked like Left, Right, Good Night were way ahead on the macro in this round mirror. Wisp's credit, they did look better today. A lot better today. So I think this game actually will be really good tomorrow. This will be a really good game tomorrow, I think, in the lower bracket semis. Should be really excited for that one. You agree Squid played insane, but maybe you get more value with Squid on flex and either Boat or Rocket. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's possible. I don't know. Like, I'm actually quite Squid pilled after today. I might be a Squid believer. A Squid gamer. So, yeah. So, no more choices for matches. They're all going to be on... who am I doing the co-stream with tomorrow? I think Backbone will be available for some of... or hopefully a lot of tomorrow. If not, we'll just keep doing it like this. Watching from the stream was actually quite easy enough to follow. A little bit less hassle than getting in lobby and all of this stuff. Maybe so. What's going to happen is where's my pen? So in these games it will maybe be me and Backbone, and then these 2 games on the final day, Hunter's going to be back from his nan's birthday party. So we might do more of a traditional cast on these final 2 days with Hunter and myself. And that'll be the same. We'll do both NA and EU. So we can didn't really talk about too much of the EU bracket. Where are we going? Let's go back. Which one's EU? Bottom one. Save for stream, I missed everything. Yeah, VOD should be on automatically. And then I will pop on the VOD on YouTube as well. It probably won't be up to tomorrow, honestly, because it takes a little bit for YouTube to process everything and deal with that. But yeah, Europe-wise, 2 really interesting games. This is going to be a big one. That's the first game of the day, right? Yeah, 5 o'clock kickoff. Well, 5 o'clock GMT kickoff of that one. Now be the big game. I think obviously I've got a bit of insider info on X Oblivion from helping them this last week and a bit. XO are the favourites, right? I think the matchup that's going to be played is going to be mostly Junker Queen versus Ram, and it's something X Oblivion actually have loads of experience with. So I think they're probably going to feel pretty comfortable in that one, and I have to put them significant favourites. This one is actually really interesting. I think, to be fair, SR Peak Check obviously are favourites, right? They're probably the second strongest team on paper going into this event behind X Oblivion. So they should be favoured in this, but I mean anything can happen when you play the one-trick teams, as we saw from RC 2018. I think obviously, Goomba and McGravy behind this SR Peak Check is a big boon for this type of thing. Just keep them calm, make sure you play disciplined, play organised. Obviously, at this point in time, you've also seen what these teams have done. You've seen what has worked against them as well, because Dinosaurs in Pajamas even beat them. But obviously, this was with what's his name? Chasm was in for these ones when they were playing more of the May Junkrat stuff. Arya had a lot more success in his lower bracket. So I think it'll be a really interesting game. I don't know if it'll actually be close, but if SR Peak Check, either SR Peak Check are just going to 3-0 them, or it's super ropey. I think sometimes as well, when I think back to which was the first series, it's EXO versus SR Peak Check, it felt like in some key moments, there were kind of some nerves from SR Peak Check, maybe a lot of mistakes. And if you get a little bit stun locked, or a little bit stuff starts to go wrong against these one-trick teams, it can really snowball against you. So when you're playing these one-trick teams, it's as much a test of your mental as it is a test of your in-game skills. So now actually be really interesting. If I had to do predictions for tomorrow, I think this is probably a 3-1. I think it's probably, maybe this is like a cop-out prediction, but I think it's probably a 3-1 as well. I think, yeah, what you'll get with this matchup is it'll be much of the same matchup most of the way through. So if EXO are dominant, the original EXO are dominant, it'll be, the series will probably just keep going that way. If it's close, then obviously maybe something can happen. But as we get later in the series, we get to push and we get to escort. Obviously, you can start going to dive maps. And I mean, if it's a dive mirror and you're in Europe and you have Kevster, your advantage is gigantic. For what it's worth, I think if it does go to a dive mirror, I think, where is he? Where's our boy? Will is probably... All right, so it's actually, yeah, I'm actually pretty confident saying this, that Will is the second best tracer in Europe, quite easily. I think it's like Kevster, then there's obviously a bit of a tier break than Will, but then I think there's maybe a tier break again. Maybe Sauna's the closest to Will, but I think Will's up there. But Yubi on Tracer? I don't think I've ever seen Yubi play Tracer, to be fair. When Twisted Minds were, I guess, dominant in or playing in Europe and not playing like the current meta we've seen, I didn't really watch too much of it, to be honest. So I don't really know where I'd put Yubi on the Tracer list at all. Would have to see it before I commit to anything. So yeah, and then I should do predictions for the other one as well while I'm there. I should just keep 2 tabs open so I can swap between them. And then it is the top one. And then this one, I don't know. I was actually really impressed. Like, even though this was a really close series, these last 2 maps from Timeless were really, really good. Like really clean ones from Timeless. So I've not seen any of Primus Tornado's games yet. Obviously, they kind of demolished the opposition. So I actually think this could be a real nail biter. Maybe a 3-2 actually. Maybe if this is maybe the one where I think we're maybe most likely to see an upset. On this one here, I think this game's actually going to be really good. To be fair, I think actually tomorrow's games, the NA games are more interesting than the European ones. I think both games are going to be super close, super hotly contested. And it might be the European ones where we see a bit more of a blowout or something. Oh, you think Yubi same level as Will? Maybe better? Interesting. Timeless of frauds, 3-0. This guy's a tornado believer. Don't know, man. I really like the Timeless roster. Big fan of Seeker on Sojourn. Think he does a lot. RuPaul and Vega, I think, are really good. I think if either map is going to be a blowout, it would obviously be a blowout Primus's way. But I don't know. I got a bit of faith in Timeless. I'm excited for the series. I think they can do something. What was I going to do? I thought it was something I was going to do. Oh, I was going to see if I could find the Halo tweets. Let's go on my Twitter. What's his name? Halo or Sports? Oh my god, I wish I could use any of the keys on my keyboard correctly. That would be good, right? What? I don't know how far back I'm going to have to go. Just yeah, it was a legit season 5. When was that? 2021? Maybe it was even before then. Am I really going to scroll all the way back to 2021? The answer to this question is yes. What year are we on now? I don't even know what year we're on. The gym phase. It was before the gym phase. You think Timeless looked pretty shaky? Yeah, I think I agree with you, but I think the last 2 maps in that 5-map series against Left, Right, Goodnight, I thought they actually completely stopped looking shaky. It looked like they really got it together. So I'm actually if that wasn't just if they can keep that, I think they're probably in a really good situation to give Primus Tornado a run for their money. Oh, he's spoken so much about F1. Tell me about the co-op, mate. I want to know about the co-op. Where's the co-op? I actually don't even know what year we're on. We're on May 17 of one of the years. There's probably a more efficient way to do this, but I actually don't know what it is. Like some kind of clever search term I can use. More posts about F1. Why is he saying Prime? There's no way he got Prime sponsorship. Oh, he's just talking about it. Fuck me. Come on, that's enough F1. I think it must have been when he was still posting about Overwatch. Where is it? I'll find it, guys. If it takes all night, we'll find it. More posts about the F1. More posts about the F1. Oh, don't tell me about the F1, mate. Tell me about co-op. We're in March again, but I actually just have no idea what year we're in. Yeah, give up, bro. I think I really should. Maybe I just need to scroll more aggressively, I think. Oh wait, we're back on Overwatch stuff. I think it might be cooked. Is this it? This can't be it. What if I go Overwatch #ad? Surely this won't work. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. I should have just done this to begin with. Here we go. #suck for dinner ideas for co-op freezer fitters deal is back. Get 5 freezer staples for family for just £5. How he secured this co-op sponsorship is out. It blows my mind. It blows my mind. I mean, one thing that's true is this £5 deal from co-op is actually a banger. They do it every week, and there's a different thing, and you get like 2 dinners, chips, and a veg and a dessert. It's actually a banger. But I have no idea why in the world, in March 2022, the co-op decided that an Overwatch roster move leak account was where they wanted to advertise their products and their deals. So I don't know. I really don't know. He only got a couple, but I mean, I guess a good March for him. I guess a good March for him. So where are we? Everything's wrapped up. Is this how we're also playing another VOD? Yeah. Yeah, day one. All right, so yeah, we're locked in for the co-stream. I'll be back tomorrow for more co-stream action. Maybe Backbone, maybe Astro will join me for some of it. Obviously, Astro's going to be playing the first games, so probably won't see Astro for the first ones at least. Don't know if he'll turn up for the NA ones, but Backbone will hopefully be here for a bit. We'll have a good crack, and we'll see what happens in the games. We're already getting to the business end of the tournament, so from this point on, I think we've actually, both EU and NA, we've only got good games. So same time tomorrow, be back here. Obviously, follow, just get that notification, all that stuff. Yeah, if you're not watching this week's episode, the Shockwave episode, it's actually quite a good one. Lots of good stories in there, lots of good scrim stories. So go check it out on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Bye, guys.